Hey everybody, welcome back to the Lizard Lounge podcast. I am your host, Kesa, joined here by Nimbus. Introduce yourself.
Hello, this is Nimbus here.
We got Itzer.
Hey, this is Itzer, a.k.a. the Lounge Lizard himself.
And we have Mick.
Oh, I'm so glad you said it right this time. Yeah. Hey, everybody. This is Mick.
All right, guys, so let's get down to business. First things first, I think we've all seen who the next revealed Smash character is.
Unfortunately, yes.
Smash.
So, yeah.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's... I haven't played it in a minute. It's been a while since I've played.
I picked it up, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I still don't have the game. The only time I play is with you guys.
And
Do you even have a Switch?
No.
Yeah, no, I have the Switch, but it's just sitting there. I should probably sell it, but at the same time, I just know that every now and then, when you want to smash with the boys, Switch is the only way to do it.
You gotta switch it up?
Gotta switch it up for the boys. But yeah, so this new character that was revealed, I think we all know is Steve from Minecraft. How do we feel about it, Nimbus?
I mean, it's not that I don't know much about it. It's just I didn't really get into it as other people do usually do it.
Yeah.
So while other people invest a whole lot of time on Minecraft, I was just casual player on the iPhone.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Yeah, it's the same. That's basically my story as well.
So whether I hate it or not, I'm just I don't really care. I mean, if he's there, he's there, and it makes sense why he's there too.
Really? You think it makes sense him being in the game?
Yeah, I mean, he's a huge video game.
True,
So why not?
true.
Yeah,
I mean, I
he's a
guess,
big character.
if we're going off popularity alone, he should be in the game. But man, his moveset just looks crazy. Israel looks like he has something to say. I mean, Mick.
Yeah. Look, personally, I think... I mean, we saw the leaks. We knew it was coming, sooner or later.
Yeah, I didn't know it was coming.
Yes, I didn't know it was coming. This
I
took
mean,
me out
I saw the
completely by
leaks and they
surprise.
kind of seemed pretty legit to me. And I kind of knew it was coming sooner or later. But mainly because he's a big, Minecraft is just a big game. No, it's no doubt. There's
It's
no
still
doubt
going
that it's
strong,
Minecraft.
right?
And it's still going strong.
I think it's still one of the top streamed games on Twitch.
Yeah.
Since when does that have to be a criteria?
No,
for
and
a
also
character
it's.
to come up
I
in
feel
Smash
like
Bros.
it's. I feel like it's a
Just look
smart
at Terry.
move. I feel it's a smart move because, like I said, we've been kind of on a download with Smash. We haven't been playing it a lot. Well, I mean, y'all guys haven't.
A lot of people
it's
haven't.
a good way to bring people back into Smash if it's been the plays have been going down.
That's true, but Israel, he's looking at it from a player standpoint, someone who takes Smash seriously.
Dude, I'm an avid
Whoa.
Smash player.
Oh, come on. Who ended up being King of Smash last time?
Me?
Nah, I beat
Bruh,
you.
I'm
I
King
beat
of
you.
Smash.
I think
Guys,
that
for anybody
playtime
watching,
alone, I think we can agree that Israel
Mick
does
and
take the
Itzer
game
have
more
had
seriously.
Big rivalry in Smash for quite a long minute, and it ended up with Mick taking the crown at the end. And
Wait,
let's
who?
just say
Who's
that-
Mick?
Itzer?
Mick. Oh god, you guys
You
that
mean
always
me?
roused me up. Anyways, to say the least, in terms of Steve coming into Smash Bros, yeah, I guess it's best for the franchise, like how Nimbus was saying. But so as somebody that semi got into the game competitively, I'm not gonna say I became really good. I went to a tournament maybe 3 times, and the last time it didn't come out so good. But I still take the game
Actually,
pretty seriously.
really quickly, Mick. I don't think it came out good any single time. But continue.
So, anyways, yeah, it didn't go well. I got beat by somebody that was maining, or not even main. I think it was taking it as a joke. Well, a me fighter, and I got wrecked by him. But anyways, in
So
terms
that means
of
you're
the
not
mechanic-
competitive.
No, I am competitive, and I understand the competitive mechanics of Smash, but Steve just looks like a whole bunch of jank and looks like it's meant only for casual players. And I guess if we're going according off Sakurai and what he says, that fits the Smash Bros roster, but doesn't mean I like it, you know? I guess I can agree with him being there. I just don't like him at all.
Wait, I have a question.
You don't like Steve, or the idea of Steve being in Smash Bros?
I just feel like from a competitive standpoint, his moveset is so cheese.
It does look very cheesy.
It does look very
I'll agree
cheesy,
with you
yeah.
there. I'll agree with you there.
You can stack, like, I saw on the trailer that you can, like, stack blocks and, like, trap other players inside.
Yeah, honestly, it looked to me as if it wasn't actually, even though it is, it looked to me like it wasn't actual gameplay. I didn't believe that would be the gameplay.
A lot of it didn't look like gameplay.
Yeah, it looks
like
really
cutscenes,
weird.
man.
Like his moveset, like his beat, like his the special moves. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
They look really weird.
I guess this is because it's going to be introduced, right? It's not like probably the finished product, but still, it looks really cheese.
I mean-
and if you think about it, look at all the DLC characters. They've progressively, as they've come out, have been more
More casual?
yeah, way more casual or overpowered, and they just don't fit with the main cast.
Or they
of
actually
Smash
bring
Bros.
in different mechanics. I think I noticed it first from, was it Banjo that came out first or Terry?
I think
I think it was
it
Banjo
was
first.
Banjo.
But even actually from this guy Joker,
Oh,
even
yeah.
like the arson, like that's something that you really don't see in you didn't see in the characters in Smash.
Yeah, that was
previously.
way too OP, dude.
Yeah, like
Arson
for
was way
Itzer-
too OP.
Like, let's say, for instance, you main Pit and Dark Pit, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have the tools to compete against Joker. Hence why I beat you last time, and I'm still king of Smash.
So you admit that you were carried. Oh, boy.
Wait.
You admit that you were carried,
even
boy.
the best player in Smash Bros, MK Leo, and Smash Ultimate says that he was to some degree carried by Joker.
So that means it was like, if it was like a knife fight, Mick brought in a gun.
Tampoco. I don't think it was like
Technically,
it
he
wasn't
did
to
have a
that
gun.
degree.
If
But
you look at technical,
He had
Joker
both.
did have a gun.
Joker does have a gun.
He had both. A
he
knife
has
and
a
a gun.
knife
but,
and a
but
gun.
he has a magical bow and arrow. Come on. So either way, I feel like Joker is one thing, but if you saw the moveset from Steve, that looks even more whack.
Well, yeah, it progressively got more jank.
Yeah.
Who was the second character in the past?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait, who was the second? That's a
I
question.
think it
Oh,
was Terry.
No.
Well, we're going strictly off the second character. It was Joker because the first one was Piranha Plant.
Yeah,
No, from
No
the
one
pack,
cares
from the
about
pack,
Piranha
because
Plant.
Yeah, from the character
Piranha
pack.
Plant isn't part of the pack.
No,
The
I
character
thought
pack. No, he's not.
No.
I
Hey,
thought Banjo
for me, I
came
bought
in
the pack.
after.
I don't have Piranha Plant.
I thought
Oh.
Banjo
Yeah,
came in
Piranha
after.
Plant is like solo. He's individual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought Banjo came in after Terry, or was it the other way around?
No, it was Terry and then Banjo.
When did
Yeah.
Hero come out? Was
It
he
was
was he
Hero.
second?
It was Hero.
So yeah, as you can
You
see,
were
it gets
excited.
way
Oh, yeah,
more
yeah, I
jank
remember.
as the DLC gets released.
Dang, they messed up Hero so bad.
He could have been good.
I personally feel like Hero is just whack, bro.
He is.
He's
Nobody
super
plays
whack,
him. I
bro.
think Salem has a pocket hero, but that's it.
Yeah, well, Salem, guys, for anybody who doesn't know, because we're not trying to convert this into like a Smash community podcast. It's just he's a professional player. But
And nobody likes him.
Nobody likes him. And
Same
what we're
sucks.
the point
I
we're
don't even
trying
know
to
who he
get-
is, but he just sucks.
The point we're trying to get to is like not even the professional Smash Bros. Players like Smash Ultimate the way it's evolving, and I think adding Steve to it isn't really gonna help matters. If anything, it's great for casuals, but for people that want to take it more seriously, they're gonna start dropping that.
That's
This is-
exactly
this-
how I feel.
This is why
They should have brought in
Smash
Goku.
isn't gonna go like official esports because of
Yeah,
Steve and
exactly.
and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Nintendo won't even.
Nintendo is not even gonna sponsor it or anything. So if anything, Smash, they're probably gonna make like a what's it called? Like the private version of Smash Ultimate.
Exactly. They may just make end up making like a mod to the game just
Yeah.
like they did for Brawl
For,
and
like, Project X and
Sam,
stuff
all that
like that,
Project
but for
M.
Project M.
or Project M.
Yeah.
They should have brought in Goku.
Or also Legacy.
There
Legacy
is
was also a
one,
good mod.
there's
Yeah.
one with
Smash
Goku
Legacy.
in it.
They're most likely going to
Smash
make
Blast
that
version 2.
with the engine that they use for Ultimate. Well, basically, they're just going to grab Ultimate and make it into, like, Project M.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay with that because I really like the mechanics that Smash Ultimate has, like the base game.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the jank, but like if we compare it to a game like Melee is just way too technical for me to even like try to even get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a question for y'all. Since like you guys kind of have an understanding of like what characters would be like fit to be in this game, if y'all guys would choose a character to be in the game, who would it be?
Choose to be one?
Yeah, like if
No,
Sakurai
no.
told you, it's like, hey, who do you think would be like a good candidate to be in the
A good
next Smash?
addition.
Oh, I
to the
thought like
game?
if we want to be somebody. If that's the case, I want to be Falco. But I mean, if a
But
candidate,
that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
I honestly don't have any idea. To be, I have like no wish list for characters. Or do y'all?
Even though I've
Sora?
never played exactly, I was gonna say Sora. I've never played any of the Magic Hearts. What?
What?
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. my
Kingdom
bad.
Hearts, boy.
Kingdom Hearts. I've never played
You
any of the
might get
games.
roasted.
I've never played any of those games, but he just seems like a good addition.
Sora? Yeah. I feel
I
like
don't
Sora
know.
would be a good addition to the game.
They already added Cloud. I don't think they'll add another Square Enix character.
I don't think
Bro,
they should
they
add
have
a,
so many Fire Emblem characters.
But Fire Emblem's their own franchise. Like it
Wait,
belongs to
Cloud's from
Nintendo.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but Square Enix makes Final Fantasy.
So?
Like, it's hard enough because you guys got to understand like the relationship between Square Enix and Nintendo isn't good.
Well, it's hard
been
to pick a
crap
Final
since
Fantasy
7.
character because a lot of them are not as iconic to Cloud. Cloud
Yeah.
was like
Cloud
At
is
that
the
time,
only
he
good
was
guy.
like the mascot of Final Fantasy. If you hear Final Fantasy,
still
you're
is,
only going to picture
honest.
Cloud.
And if you only hear Kingdom Hearts, it's Sora.
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't even know the name of the guy until you guys told me. Like, that's
Dude,
how
you're so
much I don't
whack.
care for Kingdom Hearts. I just know it's a Square Enix game that has like Disney.
The game
characters.
looks fun, but the story is like
It's
no.
so convoluted, isn't it?
darkness, light, heartless. I haven't even played the game, but for some reason I heard of it.
Yeah.
You know how many kids I know that have like the Keyblade?
I don't know that.
Everybody.
Oh,
Exactly.
Everybody who's in Kingdom Hearts.
I haven't
Exactly.
seen it.
Every single kid has played Kingdom Hearts.
Not me.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
not me either. I don't think any of us have played
Answer,
it.
have you played it?
I played
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I
that's
played
a
the
good-
first one
But I thought you were an Xbox guy.
when I went to my cousin's house.
Well, that almost doesn't count. But
Oh,
okay.
you know who I should
I
think?
at least played it. I sat down.
You know who I
and
think should be
Yeah.
in Smash?
smashed things up with the Keyblade.
Mm,
Who should be in Smash, Nimbus?
Tony Hawk.
That's why we can't have nice things. Dude. That's why, this
You know,
is why
to be fair,
Smash isn't gonna go esports.
I can see a good moveset for him. But I kind
Oh
of
my
can.
God.
Him just whacking everybody with the skateboard? I can see
Yeah.
that.
I can see him having like a trash recovery, just like
It
what's
doesn't
his name?
ollie.
Lil Mac?
Like Lil Mac. Yeah, like Lil Mac. He's gonna have a trash recovery.
But
Recovery,
like, if
for
we're
anybody
talking
that
about
doesn't
like,
know, is getting back onto the stage after you've been knocked off. Because most of
They're
the
up
people
being-
won't know what that is.
they're up
Just say.
special.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
no, guys. Y'all are special, but not like that.
No, up special. Up special.
Oh.
Special.
Yeah, up special. My bad. But I think if like to introduce anybody into Smash, I don't see why they don't just bring in more people from the franchises that they already have.
That's what I'm saying.
They have Fire Emblem. They should.
No,
I'm
Fire
tired
Emblem.
of Fire Emblem characters in this game.
same.
You know, I think it's to its own detriment now
They
because
should
nobody
have-
wants to play Three Houses, and that's such a good game.
Really?
They should have Paper Mario.
The
Oh,
reason
that'd be great.
the reason I don't
That'd
play
be
that
very
game
cool.
is because it's not a dating sim.
That's probably.
Oh god, there's got to be an episode where we hash that out, but I think it's
We'll
still
hash
too
that out in
early
the
in these
later
days.
one.
Hash what out?
What
The
Nimbus just
dating
said.
simulator.
Oh,
Oh my god,
For those who don't know, I'm an avid fan of dating sims.
Dang.
Fire Emblem isn't a dating sim. I don't want to get into it. We're talking about Smash.
What's the next? What's the next topic?
So, how do you guys feel about all the remasters that are coming out?
Like which ones?
Like for one, we have Mafia. Mafia, the first one.
Mafia.
The first Mafia being released, and then Final Fantasy VII. Last year we had Resident Evil 2, I think.
That one was okay. The Final Fantasy VII one. I didn't like how. Well, for those who haven't played, there's like this moment where they're trying to do like changing the timeline or find a way to change the story, like the original story. What happened?
Oh, they're changing the narrative.
Kinda. I mean, I didn't play all of it because I just haven't gone around to it. But from what I've played, where I'm at so far, it was like they're trying to change the original timeline a little bit.
From what I've heard, they tried changing the battle system. Is that true? It's not like turn-based anymore.
No, it's like Kingdom Hearts now.
Yeah, it's like an action RPG now.
Is that to its like benefit or detriment?
I think everybody likes that.
It's a little bit better.
It's better? I would say it's better.
For me, the only turn-based RPG that I actually enjoyed was Pokemon.
Do you like
Pokemon's good?
You like XCOM?
Oh, that's true.
And
I
then
just didn't get that far into it. I tried, but it's just really hard.
Shout out to Itzer's video. He even put the turn-based Divinity Original Sin 2 as one of his favorite RPGs of all time.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
that's true.
I have a confession again. I like Pokemon, but I hate the games.
Yeah,
What?
I can see that.
Yeah,
Really?
What
Why?
about the new Pokemon games?
I never played them.
The ones that were like Pokemon like roam free, and you can like find them in the world.
Oh, like Pokemon Go?
No, not Pokemon Go.
No, it's essentially like the same game. It's just that
it's
in
Sword
the
and
wild you can kind of like
It
see
didn't
the
change
Pokemon.
enough. Are you talking about like the new ones that came out for Switch?
Yeah, Sword and Shield.
Yeah, no, it didn't change the formula enough at all. And the fact that you just see them, it doesn't change the fact like it's still the same.
Because to me,
that it was
Pokemon,
like 20 years ago.
because to me, Pokemon is doing the same thing that like FIFA does. It's like every year it says it's a new game, but it's the same thing.
Well,
I feel like they add some more things than you would think FIFA, but
Yeah.
No, it's exactly the same for me.
oh god,
No, I
you're
don't
gonna
think
get
so.
roasted
Dude,
in the comment section.
FIFA's straight trash, bro. I feel like at least what's the name of
FIFA's
the
fun though.
what's the name of the developers? What's the name
I'm
of
just
the
kidding, I hate
developer
FIFA.
company for Pokemon?
Intelligent systems.
No,
They make
No.
Game Freaks.
Game
Game Freaks, yeah, Game Freaks. I feel like they do a much better job of upgrading their games every single year.
Than EA.
But they don't.
Better than
they don't do
EA.
it every year though.
Not
Like,
every year.
yeah.
It's not every year.
Actually, there's one.
That's
There's
probably
one-
why EA is trash.
There's actually one Pokemon game that I did enjoy. It was the one on the Nintendo 64.
the picture
The
one.
Stadium.
That one
It's the
too.
Pokemon
But-
Stadium.
Yeah, the stadium. That one was pretty fun. Because
Yeah.
there's also like mini games that you can do on it.
Everybody says that that's like not as good as the mainline games, but I've never personally played it. So like,
Yeah, I never played them either.
When you play with another person, it's pretty fun.
I feel like the best one is Pokken Tournament. Like if we're talking about like
Spin-offs.
spin-offs of Pokemon, I like Pokken
It's
Tournament.
obviously Pokemon Go.
I never
Go.
got into that game. It's weird.
I remember playing that one Pokemon game, the one where you take the photos of them,
Yeah.
and I'm like, am I killing them or what am I doing?
Yeah, I never played those games, and actually, I didn't get into playing Pokemon until like emulators on my Android phone.
Which soon won't be possible for you, unfortunately. Since
Oh,
you're
okay, I'm going to iPhone, guys. For everybody that's wondering, I'm going to iPhone.
Dude, but the iPhone looks really good though.
Who cares? You can't.
Dude, it just
do what
looks
you can do
so
on an Android.
clean.
I-
After
but the
so
thing
many
is-
years of you guys like rejecting iPhone, it's finally coming
You
together.
guys are saying
I'm the
you're
one that
saying you
held
guys.
on for so
Don't
long.
include me.
The thing is, I've always liked iPhone.
I've never disliked
There
Yeah,
was
I
a
never
point in time when
disliked
it.
Itzer
No,
hated
y'all
iPhones.
I remember every single one of y'all hated iPhone.
I had
I
the
still
iPhone.
do.
I had the iPhone
I
7.
still do. I still do.
I think the only one that actually hates iPhone is Meek, because
Yeah.
I've always liked it, and I had the 5, the 5S, and the 6.
Right now, I think I have the 8, or I don't even know, but I love it.
No, I had the 7 and I enjoyed it. There was nothing that like I felt I was missing from coming from Android. The only thing maybe that I am doing now that I might miss on an iPhone is maybe just like torrenting, and I only do that every now and
We
then.
don't sponsor any torrents of any kind.
We
on
don't-
this podcast.
That is illegal.
Obviously,
We are not
Queso is
affiliated.
just kidding.
It depends.
I was kidding, guys.
He
It
was
depends.
kidding. We're not affiliated with none of that.
But I really don't do anything
I don't know
now
what Pirate
that
Bay is.
like back then I enjoyed customizing my home screen like to the max and downloading, side loading games and downloading APKs
What I-
and all that, but I don't do that as much anymore.
yeah.
So you're saying that you're just getting more boring in terms of your phone? That your
Yeah,
phone is just literally
because-
going to get more boring.
Yeah, because I don't use my
What?
phone in that way. My phone is literally just like for streaming.
What I don't understand is what people think that iPhone is confusing, and I'm like, how? It's
They
like
do.
the leapfrog of phones.
It's not confusing at all.
Really, I've
don't think
heard
it's
the
confusing.
opposite. I've heard the opposite that Android is the more confusing one.
That's
Yeah.
that's what I think too. But there's some people I know that like they think iPhone's confusing.
I
Probably
think that
'cause
they
were raised
both.
with Androids.
I
Not
want to say
putting-
that they both have escalated to the point where they're really not that confusing to use.
yeah, they're
anymore.
not confusing.
Mm-mm.
Like not pointing any fingers, but my wife thinks it's confusing. But like I don't know, it's some miracle that like whenever she touches my phone, she automatically knows how.
I think
Wait,
'cause
so
you
she
still
thinks
has the
iPhone
home
is
screen.
confusing?
Huh?
She thinks iPhone is confusing?
She says that, but I think it's not true. I think she just says that so like to give a reason why she doesn't use iPhone.
Oh.
But like when she touches mine, is like she knew more than the
She knows
like the manual.
She's like, she knows more than the man.
I mean, I will admit for people that want to go to iPhone, yeah, there is beauty and simplicity, but nah, man, I feel like it's a good time to like transition to the main section that we were wanting to talk about, because when we talk about like Android, I automatically think about emulation, and that's how I started with my favorite games. Like that's
Alrighty.
honestly where I became like you would say a gamer, where
Alrighty. Yeah, I can agree.
A
So
mobile gamer?
a
but-
mobile game?
through emulation. So it's not necessarily that.
It's not mobile games.
It's not mobile games.
But
So-
okay, so
but
yeah,
it's on the
let's
phone,
transition
so it's
to
mobile
the-
games.
So what was your first game that you actually
Like
made
love,
you and kind of like tossed you into the gaming world?
I gotta say, it's Fire Emblem. It's
The Fire
legit-
Emblem.
Fire Emblem. When I started stream. God, se me fue la palabra. When I started emulating games on Android, Fire Emblem was one of the first ROMs that was available for Game Boy. And at first I wanted to play Pokemon, but like I understand now what Nimbus was saying, because like it's popular and I see the appeal, but I don't like the gameplay after you play like one or two times Pokemon Emerald.
Yeah.
And then when I saw Fire Emblem, it changed everything for me.
Like I don't want you guys to get understood. I don't hate Pokemon. Like I love Pokemon, but I just hate the games. Like the gameplay wise.
Yeah.
Like I can't get into it.
Yeah.
But like the whole franchise in general, like the anime series and whatever else has been coming out from Pokemon, I love it.
yeah, I like
it's
the
a good
anime
series.
series as well.
I've actually never watched them.
Same.
I stopped once when like Brock left.
Basically, yeah.
I don't know
if
who
there's
that is.
if there's any Pokemon you want to see is season 1,
Mm-hmm.
like the introduction, the OG. That's
Yeah,
probably one of
we
the better ones.
me and my brother were never able to get rid of it. I mean, get
Get into it.
into it mainly because our parents
yeah.
always told us it was like demonic and pocket
Yeah.
monsters and
For
all
all
that.
those Latino kids hearing,
The Hispanic families
you know
out
that
there.
struggle.
It's fairly common.
Anyways, going back into Fire Emblem, that's when I noticed that there were genres in games. Like, I used to always think, oh, it's just video games. Like, I would think Mario and Pokemon were like the same thing in my monkey brain, my monkey like child brain, I would think that. But that's when I noticed like, oh, I really like turn-based tactical games.
Divinity.
And I still say Fire Emblem Three Houses is better than that, but not because of the reasons that other people say, like dating simulation. I detest that opinion, but
that's why I liked Fire Emblem Awakening so much, because it was like a legit dating sim.
And that's why a bunch of OG gamers that were into Fire Emblem hate what it has become because of casuals that like the dating part of that game. But yeah, I mean, if I'm talking about the game that I liked first, that made me get into gaming, definitely Fire Emblem. After that, I discovered other RPGs like Final Fantasy. Never hit the same way as Fire Emblem, but that became like my
because that one had a
niche.
dating sim.
Well, that
No.
was that was what made you like. That was a game that made you the gamer you are today.
Yeah.
But what was the first game when you were young that you were just like, wow, I love this game?
Super Mario World. Super Mario World.
Yeah.
I think everybody.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I think I would have to go back as well to the Super Nintendo.
know. Yeah.
They had the Super Mario World.
Yeah, Yoshi.
Yoshi.
For me, it was like the original Smash Bros. On 64. Because I didn't have a game system growing up. Like, the only time I did was, like, the N64.
Yeah.
And I remember buying Smash Bros. And I was like, oh, look. I mean, it's probably, like, just another Mario game.
Yeah.
Because I just saw Mario. And then once I actually started playing it, it, like, caught me off guard. And I was like, dude, this is the best thing ever.
Did you get the box or did you just get the cassette?
No, it was the bots.
Isn't it confusing? Like the box art, you don't really know what you're gonna get into.
Yeah, because all it had was just like Mario looking at Pikachu, and then you just see Samus floating in the back.
Out of nowhere. What is that?
Yeah. I remember that. For me, probably the first game that I really enjoyed was Bomberman 2.
Oh,
I remember that.
I remember that game.
I remember that game as
Yeah.
well.
So
It's Super Bomberman too.
Oh, Super Bomberman 2 because
Yeah.
it was on the Super Nintendo.
Everything had to be named Super.
Yeah.
Super for the
Super.
Super Nintendo.
Super for the Super Nintendo.
Super
Same
Mario
thing for the
Bros.
64. Nintendo. Everything was named.
Yeah, Mario
64 too.
64, Mario Kart 64.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I remember playing Bomberman 2 whenever we were younger. It's pretty crazy. I like my brother. He loved playing. Mick is my brother. Just in case y'all didn't know.
I thought I was.
I thought I was your brother.
We're all brothers. We're all brothers. We're all brothers. But yeah, I remember playing it together, and it was just really fun. And I actually hated Super Mario World.
Really?
You
I
never
couldn't
told
stand
me
it.
Dude,
this.
I thought it was the best.
I
can
thought
see
it was
why.
really cool watching my dad and my brother and my uncle and anybody who would come, whenever they played, the game was awesome. As soon as I picked up the controller, I just hated it.
That's
Why?
how I feel about Street Fighter 2.
Dude,
I hate that
love
game.
Street Fighter.
Street
bro.
Fighter 2 was a really cool game. I had it on like what we did was like back in a computer game. It was like on the CD.
Oh,
And the only way you could play is like you plug
taking
in
it way back.
way
CD
back.
drives.
Dang, bro. I had Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2 both on the Nintendo, on the Super
Wait, the
Nintendo.
original Street Fighter?
Yeah, the original Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo.
You never told me that. Is it
Yeah.
really as jank as they say it is?
I mean, back then, I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Street Fighter 2 is where it's at because that's the one that got like the most popular.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell it's a good game. I recognize it is. But to my 8-year-old self playing it and thinking I was like hot stuff, beating the CPU on easy, and then my dad coming in and wrecking me with that green dude. What's his name? Blanca?
Guile.
No, Blanca.
The
Oh,
monster.
Blanca.
Yeah. I hate how he just jumps on you and starts biting you. I couldn't do
Damn.
anything. So, yeah, I learned to hate the game, but now I recognize it's good. It's good.
I've always liked it. I was always... I want to say I was kind of pretty good at it because I would challenge like adults who would come over to my house and I would wreck, bro.
Really?
I would wreck.
No, my dad, he was really into the game that he bought these controllers. I don't know if you guys remember that. I mean, the original Super Nintendo had like these small controllers that it was almost impossible to hold it and play Street Fighter on it. So he got like these controllers that was like an arcade cabinet type of controller.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
we
had
he went that far?
Yeah, it had a whole joystick and everything. My dad was really
He knew
into
all
it.
the combos.
Yeah,
every
man.
single
Dang.
one. He was
For
so
real?
good.
Yeah, he was pretty crazy.
I think that's why I hate it. If I would have had like Jonathan would have been Akesa would have been like he would have been like at the same level or a little bit above. I think we would have been having a lot of fun, or we had friends that were
Probably.
into it. But my dad is, if when you're a kid and you're getting wrecked by somebody, it's not fun. It's not. I hated it.
I remember when I
Get
played Street
good.
Fighter 2. It was when me and my brother, we would play on like using the same keyboard,
Oh no!
and our fingers would get tired
Hey.
after playing it for so long.
Oh my god.
Man, talking about playing on the same keyboard. You guys remember Super Smash Flash?
Yeah,
No.
I played it.
I
Super
never
Smash
played that.
Oh, that's the one where like
They
it's pretty
added
much like a whole
Sonic.
bunch of different characters.
Yeah, but the original version of the game had a really small roster, but it was so fun. It would be me, my brother, and like two other guys, all on one keyboard.
Oh my.
All of us on one
Wait.
keyboard.
Possible.
And the camera was always set to follow player number one. So
Oh my god.
they emulated, Hyrule Temple from Melee.
Oh.
They emulated it onto this thing, and so you know how huge it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the normal Smash game, it'll just zoom out so you can see everybody. But like, if you were far away from player one, you couldn't
So-
see
So
yourself.
it would be like you and Kessa fighting together, and then me and Itzer like fighting off screen.
Yeah,
Knowing what's going on.
Yeah. That's the game, man. That's the
Oh.
game.
It was so trash, and it was made by like. Now that I remember, it had a fan-created Sonic character in it. Like it wasn't even a original Sonic character. It had Sonic and Knuckles, and then it had like a fan-created
Knuckles.
Son. So it was made by those people that are like into Sonic, like the Sonic community. I don't know if you guys know how dark it can get.
I
Like
don't know.
honestly, just
I have an
Just
idea,
look up
but-
your name on Google. Wait,
I don't want to look it up.
if you're under 18, don't do this. But if you want to know how bad it is, just look up your name and then put the hedgehog on Google. You'll see something. You'll see
Oh
some
my
bad,
God,
you'll see
dude.
some
That
stuff.
sounds scary.
It is
No,
scary.
it's-
You said on Google, right?
Everybody in
It's on
the
Google.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
you can essentially, it's like you can get like an avatar of Sonic of yourself. It's kind of crazy.
It's cringe, is what it is.
Yeah,
really
but it's
cringe.
more cringe than crazy. Yeah,
Dang.
but
Yeah,
You saw it, right?
I never
So-
got into the Sonic games when I
I
was
mean, it's
younger.
just like fan-made drawings.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fan made. Oh man, it's bad.
But I mean, like, I expected worse.
yeah.
No, it's because it's on Google, but like if you go onto
You
their
have to go on-
website,
you have to go onto the dark web.
yeah, you have to go deep.
Something
Bro.
like this.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Anyways, well that was my story. But who else? Itzer. What about you? What made you into the game, or what's your first favorite game?
Let's see. First favorite game. Favorite game. Let's see.
I'm
I
not
want to
in
say
silence.
probably my first favorite game was actually not in the Nintendo era. It was
Oh, wow.
when I played video games before,
Yeah.
and those were fun, and I think those introduced me to the wider range of games. But I feel like the game that I personally liked the most was Jet Set Radio on the Xbox.
Ooh, I remember that game.
Jet Set
Yeah.
Radio was probably one of my most favorite games when I was younger, dude.
I remember that game.
See,
Yeah.
instead of making a remaster of Spider-Man, they should make a remaster of that.
Yeah,
They
they
don't-
should
it doesn't
totally
need
make
one.
a remaster.
Because
looks
Spider-Man was
great.
like 2 years ago. Like, come on.
Right?
Like, why do we... Nobody asked for it.
Yeah, dude, Jet Set Radio was such a fun game, bro. And I would play it if they had a remaster.
For people that are
Definitely.
listening that weren't around during that time, explain like what it is like. What was it like?
So basically, I played like the remix version of Jet Set Radio. Because there's two versions of the game. There's Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future.
All right.
The Future is like the remix, and so like character placement is a little bit different. Enemies are, it's more. I want to say it's more for the PG-13 and up.
Oh, okay.
There's
guess.
enemies?
Hmm?
There's enemies?
Yeah, there's enemies.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's enemies, but the thing is, in regular Jet Set, it's more for like rated E.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
E 10 and up.
Yeah, it's like E for like children. But Jet Set Radio Future is, I mean, it's not like M, but it's more. It's
Teen,
a step
13.
up. It's a step from E.
That's weird because like if you really think if it's rated E, but it's teaching kids how to vandalize.
I guess. Oh yeah,
the
isn't it
city.
T?
It's kind of
I think E
hilarious.
is for everyone, and then T is for
Yeah,
teens.
yeah.
So I
Yeah,
guess
that's
it was the
13 and
teen.
up.
Yeah, 13 and up.
Oh,
so.
okay.
So it was a little bit more graphic. Dialogue changed
Gotcha.
a little bit.
My only experience with that game is watching, I think Mick and one of my cousins played at my cousin's house.
You didn't play with us?
I mean, is it more than one player? I think it's only one player. I just
I think
remember.
it's- yeah,
You can play
it was-
two.
Oh, really?
Player.
No,
It's
then I
super-
just remember watching you guys play. I really didn't get into it.
I feel like you guys would just like take turns after your turn's done.
I think the story.
It might be that.
I think the story is 2-player, but you can play 4-player, kind of like
Split screen.
Yeah, split
But, like,
screen,
arcade
but like against each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like by painting the most on the walls, right? Or
Yeah,
something
by
like that?
painting something on the wall.
And that's the first version of the Inkling games.
basically.
Yeah, they had to remaster that.
I didn't play Splatoon.
They
Oh
really
yes,
had,
Splatoon. That's the game.
Inkling games.
they
Okay,
really
so
had
it
to
was Jet Set
remaster
Radio
Jet
then.
I
Set
want to say it
Radio.
was Jet Set Radio. I played that thing start to finish.
That's
Dude.
weird though, because like thinking about it, that's not at all the type of game that you're into today. Because you don't play those types of games.
I'd love to get into it, but I don't know.
I would
Yeah.
play that
No,
game.
but I'm
Jack.
talking for Itzer specifically.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
he's
true.
into
Dude,
like,
but I like all kinds of games, except for sport.
yeah. I mean that's.
I
I don't
like-
think
I like
any of
them
us
all.
like sports here, like
Yeah.
to a big degree.
I think weren't you big into Nimbus? Weren't you big into the UFC games?
My
Game?
brother is. My
Oh,
brother
your
is.
brother.
That's not
bro.
really like a sports game. I don't
It
think
kind of is.
Isn't it a fighting game?
It's
Wouldn't
a
it be
fight-
classified?
Well, I mean, yeah,
actually,
it's a fighting-
wait a
fighting
second,
game.
wait a second. My favorite sports game is NFL Street.
Dude, that game is a league of its own. Because I remember me and Kessa, we spent like all night playing that game and just laughing about how terrible this game is.
It was so fun though. It was really fun.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, sports games in general, pretty trash.
Yeah, I don't like them.
They have the capability to be very good. I mean, just look at Nintendo with like Mario Tennis or Striker. Those are fun, but like then you got the
Those aren't
EA.
But the thing is, like, the thing about sports games is that it's always gonna be that sport, so it's never gonna change. Like the next game, it's gonna be the same. That's why we were saying earlier that FIFA sucks.
Well,
Yeah,
the only one that's kind of different is UFC. Because they change a few things.
and
that are
UFC isn't
noticeable.
released yearly though, is it?
No.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah,
But UFC,
I don't know why
really
they.
think of it as a sports game because it doesn't have that greedy thing that like FIFA does or like Madden, where it comes out yearly with just like a roster update and maybe improved graphics.
I really don't know why they don't just make these games and then like just add updates to them.
No,
That's what they did with
The
the latest
best-
FIFA.
the best
Oh, really?
sports game.
Yeah,
Like-
no, but FIFA 20 is out.
yeah. So that's the update. no.
Wait,
Wait.
The
no, FIFA
title
20
is
came
the
out.
update.
FIFA 20 came out last year because they always like.
There was a year ahead.
Yeah, there was a year ahead, and this year due to like COVID-19, they just did like an update, like basically just an update, like a DLC, and all they did was what they do every year. It was just do a roster change and maybe better graphics, but nothing else. And it was a free one, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they should keep
If
it
it
that way.
was
If
free, then
that's
that's
the
okay.
case, then they should keep it that way. I think that I think more people would be inclined to play those games
Not
if
me.
that's the case. Mainly because
me.
because you can you buy one game and you can continue playing it instead of having to buy a new
Yeah.
game every single year, stopping certain people from playing each game.
I mean, in theory, that's a good idea, and
Right.
that's good for the player, but it's not good business wise.
True.
That's why they want to charge you $60,
Like
For
I wouldn't
everything.
mind
$80
if the
bucks for
DLC
deluxe editions,
For everything.
for everything. I mean, it's EA.
It's EA.
Yeah.
It's EA.
But I mean, if the update was like, possibly like just like $6, I'd pay it. Because I personally, I'm not in love with FIFA, but since I'm really into like soccer, right? I actually do play like manager mode or something like that. I would be down to pay $6 for it, not 60. That's
Yeah.
just predatory. to
Yeah,
its own
60 is
person.
too much.
And every single year, man, it's
Every single year.
just nuts, man. It's too much.
Yeah. So, anyways, now Toka, it's Nimbus' turn
Nimbus.
to tell us.
What's the video game your all-time favorite?
Okay. Well, there's two categories. Well, when I first got introduced to video games was Smash Bros.
Yeah.
But what really got me into like starting to game
Mhm.
is Overwatch.
No,
Kinda.
really.
Overwatch.
Because
But
No.
you were a gamer before that. Well, not a gamer.
not really,
but-
no. Because
Not a serious game.
because
really.
it took me a long time to get like consoles. That's why.
Mm.
Because back when I had the PS, actually no, never mind. I had a PS3.
Yeah, you did.
But like,
You played Soul Calibur a lot.
oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Huh? I forgot.
Nimbus.
The reason why we know this is because Nimbus is just like a fighting game god.
Dude,
I
he
feel
is.
like all he did, whatever that's growing up,
Then-
he would just get handed
It was all
fighting
those-
video games.
It was all those
Oh.
UFC games.
Okay, then let me rewind. So
Yeah, you have to take it back a little
So, all right. So I didn't start playing video games till like when I had the PlayStation 3, and I was like years and years after it was released.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I would say maybe this is gonna sound very weeb of me, but you guys remember that Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm?
I hate that game.
Which one?
Huh?
The first one?
The third one.
I don't
Third.
think I think you were in Texas at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like before I existed, like before I even knew you all. I
No,
remember
wait.
playing that game, and I got really into it, and then that's what got me to start getting into more fighting games and more story-wise games.
But
'Cause
that's
that's-
actually pretty recent. Like
'cause-
that's
Yeah,
not that.
Ninja Storm 3 isn't too far out. Like,
Yeah.
too far back.
So you just became naturally good at fighting games at
Like
an
I s-
older age.
Like I said,
hate
because
you.
because you guys grew up more, like got into gaming like a lot more sooner, and y'all guys invested more than I did at that time.
That's
Because for me, I had the Nintendo 64 when I was like 3 or 4, and like 5 months later it was gone. And I didn't have another game system till like 05, which was like the PS2. And I didn't even play it. It was my brother that was playing it. And then we threw that away. And then there was the GameCube
Wait,
for a time.
what'd you throw away?
the PS2.
Well, we didn't
The
really
PS2?
throw.
I feel like everybody. Wait, is it just me or is it like I feel like the PS2 was just an overrated game system?
I think it was the best.
Oh,
No,
God.
it was pretty good,
It was probably like
dude.
worldwide
the amount
the
of
best,
games.
the best
Look,
console out there.
the what you were saying about getting the PS3 way after it had come out, like that's kind of what happened. Like we got the PS2 way after it had come out, and I played it some, but then we got the Super Nintendo.
Wait, what?
And I decided to play the Super Nintendo over the PS2 because I couldn't stand the games.
Well, mainly,
It was
well,
just
the
that
thing
bad.
is that I mean, those were games that my dad wanted to play. Like, we didn't really.
No,
The
we
PS2
had-
wasn't for us.
No, it was Teenage Mutant
No,
Ninja
it's
Turtles
'cause-
Battle Nexus. I remember these games.
It's because I grew
Still
up.
weren't
Because
as fun.
you guys had to play the rated E games.
We didn't. We no.
You
We
had to-
didn't.
You had to
oh.
play like.
If anything, we had games that were too mature for us. Like we had Medal of Honor, like the good ones,
No,
before they became.
it's
crappy.
because with me,
Really?
I grew
Yeah,
up
but I
more.
didn't
Yeah.
like them.
I think you guys are whack.
No, it's because for me as a kid, I grew up more with toys than video games.
Same.
So
Yeah.
I didn't really get into video games till I was like 17 or 18. That's when I had like the PlayStation 3. And then
okay.
from there I started playing the Naruto, then later on Soul Calibur and Injustice. That's why I could beat y'all, because I had
I hate
Injustice.
Like
That game.
I can relate to that because I was playing with toys whenever Israel would be playing a stupid amount of video games.
Oh.
And like my experience with video games when I was younger was just watching my brother play. That's it. That's all I would do is watch Mick day after day. Like I remember him playing Paper Mario, playing
Oh, that's such an underrated game, man.
Wait,
I-
isn't that turn-based? Or-
yeah,
It
like
is?
I'm telling you, I think I loved turn-based for a long time before I got into Fire Emblem. It's just that like I was too young to recognize that was like a genre.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I'm kind of not into turn-based, and it's simply because I bought this game on the Game Boy. Have you guys ever heard of Aragon?
Yeah.
The book.
I bought the Game Boy version, and that game is trash.
Well, it's based off of a movie, right? Like
Yeah, it was based off of the
all movie-based video games suck. Man.
We see, I was a kid, so I didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you were saying, for me, I didn't get really into video games, like really invested, until I saw Itzer playing Dark Souls 1. Yeah,
that is true.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like when I actually like really wanted to play video games, and that's whenever I actively went and built my PC and everything. And for the longest time, my PC was just a Dark Souls like box. That's all it was.
Oh,
I guess for me, what got me into like seriously loving video games would be Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Ooh,
That-
that game is so good.
That
I
game,
actually never played that one.
that game was my all-time
Actually,
favorite. It's
I
still
got-
one of my all-time favorites.
I got put off from the Assassin's Creed games like when the first one came out. I played the first one; it was just straight trash.
Well, everybody agrees that's one of the weaker.
It's
I didn't play the
straight
first
trash.
one.
And ever
But I
since
played
that
the
first
second.
one,
No. You started off with the third one, and everybody says that one is trash.
But I loved it.
I
I
loved
loved
the third
it.
one, too.
I loved it a lot.
I don't know.
I really love the third one.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. I grew up watching. Have you guys ever seen the movie Last of the Mohicans?
Nah.
With is that Tom Hanks by any chance or? No, that's The Last Samurai.
Tom Cruise.
No, crap.
Wait, the Last Samurai? That's
I
Matt Damon.
Yeah, no. It's not.
Forrest Gump as the samurai.
Oh wait, which is the
Gosh,
movie
no,
that Matt
it's
Damon was in?
an old
the
movie.
samurai one.
Steve
Yeah,
Buscemi.
I think I've heard of it though.
Steve Buscemi as the Last Samurai.
No, The Last of the Mohicans. It takes place during the French and Indian War, and that movie was like showing off a lot of like Indian warfare
Okay.
and all that. So when I played that game, the
Assassin's Creed
Creed 3, I picture being in there,
Yeah.
and it was
Also,
it
you
was
can
so
relate.
much fun.
You can
yeah,
relate.
that's why
And
I
And
liked
honestly,
it.
it's
Yeah.
not too far off from that time period. It's like literally just like a
And
few
then-
years after.
And then what's cool
Assassin's
is that
Creed
like
3?
Yeah, after the French and Indian Wars, I think like the Revolutionary War was like 50 years later.
yeah, but that war was boring. I talk as
We
if I was
live-
there.
we
Not
live
if
here.
you're not
We
if
live
you're an
because of it.
assassin. If you're an assassin, then I guess it's pretty cool.
No, and then also
You're
at
an
that
assassin
time,
Native American.
also at that time, I was watching Naruto, and you know how they always jump on trees, and in
Oh my
Assassin's
God.
Creed 3 you can do
you
that.
could do that.
So it felt like that.
You were role playing as Neji.
No, it was like Naruto as a Native American, fighting for the Hidden Leaves like revolution. But no, I guess what got me into loving video games was Black Flag. What got me into playing competitively was Overwatch.
Yeah, I can
That's
see
what
that.
got me into like competitive gaming and
It's
playing
funny how
multiplayer.
fighting games didn't take you to be competitive. You just like playing them.
dude, dating sims, man.
Dating Sims. That's where
To
it's
this
at.
day,
The
I haven't
Sims.
played.
The Sims, bro.
I never played that game.
I
Those
remember
games.
I had 2 waifus in that game.
I remember the first
Fire
Sims
Emblem?
games I played was The Sims 2. The
Man,
Sims 2 on
Jo-
Xbox.
Oh, John.
The best game.
Multiplayer.
Okay, so just go ahead and do your segment because I don't.
Oh, yeah,
wanna, I
go.
don't
The
want to do
Sims
this.
2.
I talk too much.
On
Bro.
Xbox.
So for me, like I said, the first game that I really enjoyed was Bomberman, And then the game that got me into like kind of taking games competitively was probably Melee when we had the GameCube.
Oh,
Even though we never really got great at it, like in terms of like watching people play now, like in tournament, we were nowhere near that. But I enjoyed playing it. But the game that really like made me want to continue playing games and play more games was Dark Souls. Yeah. So whenever I saw Itzer playing Dark Souls, I think he was in the Grand Archives, and the combat just looked crazy. I had never seen games with combat like that, and it's because they didn't exist. Because Dark Souls is like
Dark Souls is number one
in the league of its own in terms of its combat.
I thought honestly it was a hack and slash. I really when I first thought that was a hack and slash, but now
I personally
I see
that's
it now.
that's probably the worst combat system in my opinion.
Yeah,
Hack and
no,
slash?
Is hack and slash.
Hack and slash. Some
Yeah,
of
I
them
don't
are
like hack
fun.
and
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Now I do. Back in the day, I used to think it was pretty cool.
You know
Yeah,
which
yeah.
other games I like? Have you guys ever heard of like beat 'em up games?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are pretty fun for me.
but those
Really?
are like a product from
I
a
like
different age.
Yeah,
Isn't that a hack and slash?
No, hack and slash is like
Like Devil May Cry
that, and then like the old God of War games.
and
and God of War
changed.
changed like their gameplay and everything. So
So more like they changed more to like Dark Souls inspired.
yeah,
Everybody's going to Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's because it's just so good.
It's the staple now.
if anything, it's like hack and slash but evolved. That's what Dark Souls did.
And
It
that's
kind
how
of
I feel
evolved
it is too. Because
Even Star Wars, the latest Star Wars game is more of
Oh
a,
yeah, the
Fallen
Jedi
Order?
Fallen Order.
wait, you
the
played
Fallen
it?
Order.
That game was alright.
But it has the combat inspired by Dark Souls.
The mods on that game is hilarious. Like there was one mod where like they changed all the characters. So the main character from Fallen Order is that dude from Futurama. Was it Fry or something like that?
Yeah.
And then like the main bad guy in the game, it's Peppa Pig.
Oh my
I
God.
saw
No.
a video of it and I started cracking up for like 5 minutes.
Anyways, in case I go back. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, so
Okay. It's
Oh.
my headphones. It's my headphones.
Okay.
Not moving anymore.
okay. So yeah, like I was saying, whenever I saw Itzer playing Dark Souls, like to me that was crazy. Just seeing that.
I'm not doing anything now.
Okay.
So yeah, when I watched Itzer play it, to me it just seemed like a like just the right way to play a game, and so then I started my own playthrough on that, and I had such a hard time, and this is why to this day I
Yeah.
think that Dark Souls is a game that should be played kind of like cooperatively, or should have the option at least to be played cooperatively, mainly because Itzer was like walking me through, but also he wouldn't just grab the control and like just like do it for me, even though I asked him so many times to do it. He'd be like, nah, like no, like from here the game gets
What's that
infinitely
saying?
harder
Get good.
after every area of the game. He would tell me, no, the game is about to get infinitely harder. It's gonna get crazy. And for me, it was just a game I enjoyed. I enjoyed playing it.
It's
It was
amazing
the first RPG that I actually liked.
I want to play those games, like all the Dark Souls series, because y'all guys like hyped it up so much for me.
Yeah,
But I feel like it's too late for me to play it.
Nah, you can still get it.
nah, it's great. Like the combat system still holds up.
Bueno.
No, like I feel like if I were to stream it, no one would watch it.
You'd be surprised. Actually, no. You're right. Yeah, nobody really streams Dark Souls.
Like
there's still a couple of good Dark Souls streamers.
Yeah, I mean they're good at the game, but in terms of viewership, it's not really there.
Yeah, Epic Name Bro.
Huh?
Epic
For
Name
streaming?
Bro. Yeah.
And how many viewers does he get?
I might.
I don't know, like
I
1,000
can't get
maybe
into
two?
streaming, man. That's just one thing. I can't get into streaming video games like at all.
But yeah, so like I was saying, with Dark Souls, the combat just felt right.
it feels good. It's a good combat.
It just felt right. The more I played it, and then like the progression, because you don't really get a skill tree. You just like upgrade your attributes, or is that what you would call it? Like you would level up, and that was it, and it was just fun. And then like the risk to reward was just. It was just so fun, man. I just enjoyed it, and that was the first game that I could like recognize and say, "Wow, I love it. I enjoy it, and it's my favorite game."
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I remember whenever you first got into Dark Souls, like you were always the person that liked watching video games or playing mobile games on the phone. I remember you were like super into mobile games.
Yeah.
To one point, but like actual mobile games, like they came from the Play Store.
Yeah.
For some reason, your microphone is not picking you up as much.
No? Oh, can it pick me up now?
Oh yeah, you
Probably
have
'cause
to
I
be a
was
lot closer.
I guess I have to be closer.
Yeah,
Or maybe
you
I
kind
just
of have to have it
speaking
real.
into the wrong part.
No, you're speaking to the right part.
Yeah, you're speaking to the right. Just have it a little bit closer.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, but whenever Jonathan's, whenever Kesa started playing Dark Souls, he became way more into gaming, like even more than I was. And I considered myself like somebody that would play video games a lot. I honestly think the people here that spent the most time gaming is probably like Itzer and Kesa, just due to the fact that like they've
I've been playing since forever.
Man,
Itzer's a
Itzer-
veteran.
Itzer's
Itzer's a veteran. Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
about this
I've been
stuff.
playing since forever, bro.
Yeah. Now, I personally I like playing single player games a lot, and I guess that's why I haven't really like gotten too much into these multiplayer games that you guys like. But I mean, I'm trying to get more into video games, but I personally can't get out of my shell of the games that I like just the tactical RPGs, even open world games. If they made
You don't like
co-op-
open world games?
Oh, I love open world games, but
like single player.
single player ones. I've never run into like a co-op open world that I like because they're all with guns.
What's an open world co-op game that's out there?
That Wildlands game that came out.
Actually, I don't like Wild.
You see what I mean? They're
for
not
me,
good.
I guess I would say I don't know if this counts, but GTA Online.
I hate GTA.
You don't
GTA
like GTA?
Online,
I've never played it.
I enjoyed so
But-
much.
I thought it was so fun.
I
The
know-
I know that
heist-
you guys do.
I've never played
The
it, but
heist.
the only way I'll get to play it is if I have someone play with me. Because if I play by myself, no.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's. I mean, yeah, online.
It's something
Did
you
you
want
guys
to play with your friends.
Yeah, it's
you
with
know?
the boys, man.
Especially
Yeah.
GTA.
That's what got me to stop playing Overwatch because, like, I don't have anyone to play it with. Like,
Well,
I
you
hate
did,
playing
but
with
they
random
suck.
people on the internet or, like, online.
But that's how you make friends, though. That's how you make friends, and then
Yeah,
you
but they
have
trash.
people to play
The,
with.
the group of people that I met when I was playing Overwatch, there was, like, drama going on. And I was like,
the
dude,
PS4
I'm out.
community.
Yeah, it was a
They
PS4
suck.
community.
Bro,
They are-
PC community is the best.
They are. Honestly,
PC community
I,
is the best.
I was playing Overwatch recently on the PC because mainly what I was trying to do, and I didn't know, is that I was trying to convert, like, to pass my data from the PS4 to the
To the
PC.
PC. But you can't do that. So all the skins that I have, all like my achievements, they're stuck in the PlayStation.
They
So I have to
are.
start
It
from
doesn't.
scratch.
It doesn't stay with your
Battle.net.
Blizzard account.
No, you can link my account, but it's
Everything
like,
you bought
it stays there.
But what
It's
about
because
like
on
your
PlayStation
levels and stuff
has its
like
own
that?
store.
All the same. or like it all stays there. I have to start from scratch. But
That's kind of whack.
I think it's
No, it makes
Blizzard,
sense.
you need to fix your games.
It's not Blizzard's fault.
like-
It's PlayStation.
but what made it worth it?
Because it comes from the PlayStation store, right? Like you bought it from the PlayStation. Like it
No,
has
I
to
have the
come through.
disc. It is Blizzard because
It's Blizzard.
Really?
because I could
Blizzard, fix your
I-
games.
I could do all the stuff from my Destiny. I've passed it all onto my PC, so all the things
Huh.
that I have on Destiny, it's on my PC. Same thing with Dauntless.
Oh wait, that's a cool co-op game, but I don't consider it open world.
That's
It's not open world.
That's like instance.
Yeah, but I like that game.
That's
For
like
co-op, I like it.
It's Monster Hunter, but like the basic version.
So
But it's
is
so much fun.
Oh,
GTA
Monster Hunter.
Online open world? Since there's also instances in that game.
Yeah,
There's also
it's open
instances, but it's more
Modern.
of an open world.
Look,
Okay.
Look, if they made The Witcher 3 like a mod for it where you can be like different Witchers, I'd totally be down for that game. Like
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah.
I've never played The Witcher.
That's a game you
that-
need
to
to
play.
play.
that one.
That's
You never played The Witcher?
aside from
No.
Dark
Bro.
Souls. Dark Souls. The reason I
It-
love it is
Wait, but
because of the
isn't The
combat.
Witcher like
Watch my video of the top 10 RPGs of all time, bro, and download every single game on there.
Wait, but
Wait,
isn't The Witcher
wait.
just an hack and slash?
Don't play
No.
Fable
It is.
3.
It is. It
No,
is.
it's
It
not.
is. It is.
Dude.
It's a hack and slash. It's a hack and
not-
slash.
It's a hack and
not
slash.
a hack
It
It
looked
depends what you consider
Bro,
a hack
have you
and slash.
seen the video that I posted?
The combat
Yeah.
isn't that great. Like that's the
What?
main issue
It's
with
a hack and slash.
You
everybody
customize
that
your
every-
loadout to every single
exactly.
monster.
No. I'm saying like the sword fighting itself.
It's
Oh.
a hack and slash.
It's a hack and slash.
It's a hack and slash.
It's
not
Accept
a
it.
hack and slash,
Accept it.
bro.
No,
Bro.
I
do you
can
even
see
know
your
what a
point,
hack and
though, but
slash
no.
is?
I'm just playing. I don't know. I haven't played the game.
It's not a hack and-
I'm just-
I mean, when
I'm
you
just
play
pressing
it-
your buttons.
I feel like hack and slash is that's exactly what you just hack and slash with no strategy to it.
Yeah,
right?
with
That's in the
absolutely
name.
no strategy.
Like
I mean, I
and that per se, you would say like the Reckoning Kingdoms of Amalur is a hack and slash, but I don't personally feel like it's. That,
I haven't
there's
played that game
strategy
either.
behind
It's
it.
or do you think it's a hack? Reckoning.
Reckoning?
Yeah.
Low key.
Low key.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like
but
Witcher
don't
3
you
is
feel
low
like
key
it's
a hack and
more?
slash.
Nah, but not Witcher.
Not Witcher.
Not Witcher.
I feel like it is.
Nah, no.
I never really got into hack and slash, but I feel like
That's
Witcher
That's
is
why
slightly.
that's why you think The Witcher's a hack and slash. Because
okay.
you never played a true hack and slash.
Mira,
I guess.
Jonathan-
I guess.
Okay, so play any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, and you'll know what a hack and slash is. Like that's a hack and
Just
slash.
play Devil May Cry.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
What's
Or just play like God of War 1.
Nimbus, what,
Yeah.
what are those games that are like have a massive amount of enemies and you're just that one dude that like fights them?
The Dynasty
Dynasty
Warriors?
Warriors.
That's
Dude,
a hack and
Dynasty
slash.
Those are fun though,
They are fun.
Hack and slash, I mean, it
because
depends
you have like
if
a
you're into it,
huge
but-
roster of people you can play.
That is true. I have the Fire Emblem one. That's pretty cool.
Maybe it's the AC.
I don't know. I think it's his cable.
It's my cable.
You see what
Yeah.
I mean?
It's his cable, not the AC.
Mute me.
He just blew into the mic.
Like how we used to do for the Super Nintendo cassettes.
Yeah, the cartridges.
Oh, yeah. And that actually turns out to be bad
But,
for them.
But yeah, right now, my favorite game is The Witcher 3.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that.
I understand.
Oh my god, it worked.
God, dude, just blowing into it actually worked.
It worked.
That's probably why.
Anyway,
But
It's the magic.
but yeah,
I
Dynasty
don't
Wars
blame
is
it.
fun.
Yeah, it is. I
But
like
like the dialogue is terrible.
usually the
I have to
story
go
is
sub on
straight
that.
trash. Usually, story is straight trash on hack and slash.
most
Yeah.
video games don't have good stories. There's rare exceptions like The Witcher 3, but I'll admit even some Fire Emblem stories suck. Like,
Birthright.
oh, I hate that game.
Awakening was really good. I
Awakening
enjoyed
was
it.
good. Yeah, even if it did introduce
The dating sim.
yeah, I still like it. But yeah, I think video games in general just have weak stories. There's few exceptions to that rule.
I don't know. I played some good story games.
But like, it's because you're really into those like epic games, like like Oblivion and Skyrim and all those.
Fortnite.
Even like even Jet Set Radio had a good story.
Fortnite has a good story.
Even
Most people consider Jet Set Radio not a strong story. I personally can't say to the.
It's
to
because
the matter
not many
'cause I
people
didn't
grew up
finish
with that
it.
game now.
Yeah.
yeah, not many people know that. It's really underground.
No,
But,
but I mean, even at the time,
The music was really good in that
The
game.
music was so good in that.
That's
Yeah.
what got me liking
Yeah.
it. Was the
I
music.
mean, back in the day, games were just about the gameplay. I feel like that's the thing. It
True.
was about the gameplay. It was.
I'm just kidding.
Think about it. Super Mario, if it had been created nowadays compared to... Like, just think about it. Like, the first Mario game compared to, like, what's that really cool game that's a platformer that you always tell me
Oh,
to
Hollow
play?
Knight.
Like, Hollow Knight, it's not even a comparison, right?
It's because Hollow Knight, the story, I don't.
But the
Okay.
the
So
reason
wait
why
a second. Games like Hollow Knight and games like Dark Souls, like that Souls like type of game,
Wait.
I could care less about the story.
Wait, you say Hollow Knight is like Dark Souls?
It's a Souls like.
Isn't it 2D?
It's a 2D.
It's 2D, but if you go into any review or anything of the game, they will tell you
no,
it's a
they will
Souls like.
say it's a roguelike.
Rogue.
Atmospheric
It's roguelike, but also
adventure through a surreal bug.
Yeah, no.
yeah, but
That's as much as I
the
can
reason they say it's a Souls like, it's the same thing with like Salt and Sanctuary and like similar games that are 2D and have difficult and have like a certain level of difficulty. They call them Souls like.
Well, because it's just a difficulty. Then it's
Yeah.
not really like
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Dark Souls.
But games
Well,
of
like,
that
actual
caliber,
combat is not.
no,
Souls-like.
no. Well, I mean, I guess you
Okay,
have to
then
time
I-
your attacks.
You do?
Yeah, you can't just hack and slash.
But just because you have to time your attack doesn't qualify it. As
yeah,
a-
then
as
in
a
that case,
Souls-like.
like Street Fighter would be considered a Souls.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're
I think
right.
it's-
You're right.
I think they're just categorizing it.
They are.
I think it was the
But-
AC blowing on my mic.
Huh?
Because now that I'm here, it's not doing it.
Okay,
It might start doing.
that might start.
It
Okay.
might-
Let's just hope it's that, and
Yeah.
if not, I'll just stay mute the rest of it.
But yeah, games like that, they don't like Souls like games don't really have like a main story or. I mean, they do have a main story, but it's not very like in your face,
No,
and that's how Hollow Knight is.
Definitely,
So-
but consider the plot in the stories. Like from what I hear, like what Itzer and you have told me about Dark Souls, there's so much lore.
There is.
There's
Right.
a lot of lore, but you really gotta like look for it though.
Yeah, but like
It
the
doesn't tell
point
you.
is, there's lore, right?
Yeah.
What lore is there in the original Mario game?
I have no idea.
There's
bro.
none. There's
Rescue-
literally
I,
none.
Princess
I just see it
Peach.
as a platformer.
Yeah, but like I say, it's the gameplay that carried it and made it what it is into like a gaming icon. That's why I say like back
All
in
I-
the day, it was the gameplay.
All I know is that Mario is trying to save Peach. And
That's
that's
it.
about it. From Bowser.
Yeah. Was I the only one that had a crush on Peach even before she had a 3D model?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Oh,
think
no.
any guy that is into like rescuing girls, is gonna have a fetish for Peach.
I didn't say
I don't
fetish,
know.
man. I just
Peach is alright.
Yeah.
I mean, not anymore.
I prefer
obviously.
Yoshi.
Oh my god, Yoshi waifu.
Yoshi is the waifu. You know Yoshi's a female?
No, dude, why? Oh, I keep on getting surprised with these things.
Actually,
That might be false though.
my favorite character from the Mario series is probably the football player that appears in the Super Mario game.
Oh,
He's annoying. I hate him.
Yeah, you have to jump on him like 16 times.
Yeah, like 27 times just to get him to die.
If you have Yoshi though, it only takes like one.
You can just eat him with Yoshi.
Oh yeah, you turn him into like a fireball, right?
I don't know what you turn. I think you just spit him out, and he just like falls out of the.
Oh yeah,
Out of the
yeah.
stage.
He like stumbles and gets like it looks like he's knocked out or whatever.
I think he just falls out of the stage. I think you can just eat him and then spit him out, and he just. Falls
No, because he like tumbles and he just like he shakes his head and then like he gets back up.
Really?
Yeah,
I gotta replay it.
that's what I remember.
I'm actually, I feel like I'm gonna do that. I'm one of the few people that's gonna stick with Android, so I actually have the opportunity to do that.
You
I
can
could just
also
buy
do it with
the
the
SNES.
Why would
No,
wanna
you
do that?
you can just get it on the
And you
Switch.
can just emulate it on the PC.
And
That
on the
is true.
Switch, if you have the online, you can play it for free.
But the
There you
online
go.
sucks. I feel like that we should save that discussion for a different day because right now we're getting into like PCs, and I think the Switch deserves like an episode on its own.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can give this Switch the proper attention it needs.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's the stories, I guess, for
Yeah.
like how we got into video games.
Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties with Nimbus's
Tech support.
tech support. But
what are we at?
114.
Oh, okay. I think we can extend it a bit
Yeah.
more. Let's go ahead and.
What else did you have planned on your?
What else you got on the list?
I don't want to talk about the worst, even though that is on my list. I think we can talk about the worst for like it can be its own episode.
Okay.
And let's go into like these business practices from like we were talking about EA and like Blizzard and how they just fix their games.
Blizzard, fix your games.
But Blizzard makes quality games.
Blizzard-
I'm not into any of them, but they're good. Like they're
They're known for. I mean, Blizzard when it was like an individual company was top notch. When they first came out with World of Warcraft, they came out with Diablo, Starcraft,
I want to play that.
Warcraft. What else?
Heroes of the Storm.
Wait, what's
No,
What
that
happened
done?
to Heroes of the Storm? That
That's
just
dead.
died, right?
Yeah.
It died.
Yeah,
No
it's
one
dead.
plays it.
Are they the ones that made League of Legends?
Yeah.
No.
No.
That's someone else. I
League of
forget.
Legends is Riot.
Oh, okay.
League of Legends is Riot. You can cut me off.
Hey, you
Try it. Try it again.
No. I'm good.
Try it. What'd you need to say?
League of Legends is from
Before I
Riot.
mute you.
League of Legends is from Riot.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's from Riot Games.
Hmm.
Hey, Ivan, if you want.
I'm personally not into any of the Blizzard games.
Ha.
But,
I feel like if you like strategy games, try StarCraft.
the problem with the strategy games that I like, it's more
StarCraft
enjoyable
is
when I
pretty
play against like a CPU or something.
I like it a
StarCraft,
lot.
you can play with CPU.
Wait, really?
Play StarCraft. StarCraft 2 specifically.
I've heard good things about that game.
Play StarCraft. It's like a tactical like outer space game. It's pretty cool.
I'll check it out.
You should check it out.
Maybe the next time we do
Yeah.
an episode, I'll have played a few
I think
episodes.
isn't
a
it
few
free?
Hours of it.
StarCraft?
Yeah.
No, you have to pay for it.
No.
Oh, you have to. How much? Is that God or?
All Blizzard
No.
games are
I'm pretty sure you can buy it like on CD keys or some discounted. StarCraft 2's been out for a while.
That's what I've heard. It's a pretty old game.
Yeah, it's been out for a while now. Like they should be making
I like
a StarCraft 3. They should be making a StarCraft 3 like anytime.
Well,
they
what's
actually
gonna happen
are
with,
making a StarCraft 3. It's just not out.
Anytime now.
I just remember Blizzard like done goofed when they announced that they were gonna announce like the next Diablo game, but on mobile.
Diablo's Immortal
Oh.
on PC on mobile.
Yeah,
Didn't it come out
just
already?
remember
It
someone
came
like
out, right?
from
Has
the
it came
aud-
out already?
Huh?
Nah, right?
Let me check.
It's out.
I don't think they're
Diablo
gonna do
Immortal?
it, though. Oh, they are.
What?
They already did it.
I'm not sure. Try
No,
looking it up.
I just remember watching like someone from the audience. They like had the microphone. They asked like, "I just want to know, is this like an April Fool's joke or like is this a prank?"
Oh man. Yeah, Blizzard, bro. Actually, just recently they had to
Hold up, guys.
delay.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
In the meantime, I'm gonna use his mic.
But what were you saying?
Just recently, Blizzard had to delay the expansion for. They had to delay the next expansion for World of Warcraft.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's broken.
Is that what you stopped playing?
No,
Oh,
I stopped playing for my own reasons. But
dang.
I'm probably gonna pick it up again though.
Uh,
I'm gonna be extra gay.
Oh, by the way, this is Nimbus now.
Yeah, this is Nimbus.
But yeah. As far as Blizzard, I don't know what's going on over there. Because
Yeah.
from what I heard, they're like looking for people now, like to work for them. Because
Dude,
whenever I
I
open
don't
it
know.
up, it's like there's like this little thing that says to apply. It's like
Oh,
Blizzard. What is
Blizzard.
going on over there?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there, bro. It's weird. Blizzard's in a weird state right
And,
now.
I think it
But
was when they acquired Activision.
No, Activision acquired them.
Oh,
that's why.
when they
That's
got
why
weird.
Blizzard has been just out of whack because
They don't know what to do.
I just got super loud for some reason. But
Because he got emotional.
yeah. Nah, for some reason.
I hate you,
the-
Blizzard.
Blizzard, fix your games. But yeah, Activision is just being like
Well, Activision
This is
has
being gay.
been Activision since
Activision,
like Call of Duty Black Ops.
bro.
Oh,
Just
they're the ones that make Call of Duty,
Activision.
right?
It's just like pressuring, like I don't know. They're just like kind of like go.
Yeah,
Better get this game out now.
but they've been like that for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
As long as I've been a real gamer, a gamer dude,
A real gamer.
a real gamer with Doritos and Mountain Dew. Yeah, like so since I've been one of those gamers, the Activision has been whack.
Yeah, Activision's just whack. Blizzard is cool.
It's just being
Activision is
deceived by Activision.
Yeah.
Man.
'Cause
And I think
overall-
Activision, they acquired Bungie and then like they just let them go, didn't they?
Mm,
They acquired Bungie, and I think Bungie was able to split away.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
yeah.
Destiny 2 is pretty fun.
Destiny 2 is really fun. I tried getting into it, but nobody was playing with me.
I'm playing it right now.
Dude, hit me up.
But don't you have like, aren't you like far ahead already?
Not really. All I did was beat the story mode and just like upgrading my gear. That's it.
Wait, you beat the story mode?
Kinda. Well, there's still like what they do is they do expansions on the story mode.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they
yeah,
release,
yeah.
like this new thing where like a new plot, pretty much.
Oh, it's the expansions.
Yeah.
Are there expansions? No, they're not free, right?
It depends on. Well, no, not really. No.
Mm.
Because when I bought Destiny 2, it was on the PS4, and I need to give the spot back to Mike.
Mike.
Mike Wazowski.
But yeah, Nimbus is gonna come over here and finishes his thought.
Finish his thought.
So, like I said, Destiny 2, when I bought it with like Forsaken and Beyond, like the other 3 expansions that came along with it. That's all I have to say.
Have you done? I heard Destiny 2 is like a MMO, like an MMO shooter.
Kinda. It's an open world MMO, FPS. It's like a different genres in one.
Yeah, it's an
It's a looter
MMO. It's an MMO shooter.
Kinda. Yeah. But it's really fun.
But you can play with like random. You can find just random people out in the world.
Yeah, like
Players?
everywhere you go, there's like some random person like shooting something. But there's also that, and there's also like a competitive gameplay where like there's like a mode where like you do like team deathmatch, capture the flag, or capture the base, something like that.
So there's mini games.
Kinda. It's like so many things you can do in that game. That's why I like it. It's like you can go competitive, you can go co-op, you can do solo, you can do story something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the one company that we can all agree is just trash. And literal trash. Like, none of their games recently have hit is EA.
EA is trash.
The only game that
But the
has
thing
hit...
is, it's not EA. EA is just a publisher.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the publishing of EA is trash. And, like their developers are good. Like, the games themselves can't... they have the potential to be great.
Yeah.
It's
But
just
because
EA
it's
just
EA.
does them so dirty.
That's the thing with Activision.
Yeah.
Same thing. EA, Activision is basically EA.
Well, I think Activision, though, their games, like their gameplay is not sacrificed by their practices. Like FIFA straight up puts a paywall in full price games to enjoy the full content, while like Call of Duty, you can enjoy it just like without purchasing all the DLC. I feel like
Can you,
Activision's
though?
still in a better place
Can you?
than EA.
Yeah, I mean, Activision is still in a better place.
Then EA, yeah, I can agree with that. But I mean, EA for the longest time has just messed up their games. I enjoyed Battlefield 1 so much. Not Battlefront, not Battlefront, Battlefield. The Civil War shooter? No, Civil War or World War 1.
World War One.
World War 1 shooter.
Infinity War.
I enjoyed it so much, but then whenever Battlefield 5 came along, that's a game I didn't even touch, man.
Try it. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie. They fixed Battlefront 2.
Did they?
They kind of did. They upgraded a lot of it, and it was actually going good up until the very end, where they released these 2 new heroes, and then after that, they were just like, "Yeah, we're gonna stop upgrading this."
Who were the last 2 heroes actually?
It was that BB-8, that little orange droid,
Oh,
and like
God.
the bad version of it, like the
bad
black one,
version of
the black one.
The dark
black
dark
one.
side.
The Dark Souls.
Huh?
The
The
dark
Dark
The Dark Souls versions of BB-8.
Dude.
But that was like the last heroes I think they released, and then they did like new skin releases
What a
for,
horrible way to go out.
and they looked good. And then afterwards they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna stop working on this and like work on different stuff."
So
So they just
abandoned the
they
game?
killed their own game.
They but
They
like,
abandoned or killed it?
they kind of like left it to die with like everyone finally liking the game because the
Oh,
game was
okay.
going strong, and then now that
Wow.
they told them like, we're not gonna work on this anymore, it's like, so what's the point of playing this now?
But the servers are still up though, right? Like you can still.
Yeah,
play
it's still
them.
up,
I
but
feel like then
they're gonna keep it up until they release Battlefront 3, which I hope they don't. I want EA to just shut down.
I think, like the
God.
core gameplay of those games is really fun though. I bought
What
Did
do
I
you
buy it
do-
or did I
what do
get
you
for
do
free?
exactly in those Battlefront games?
it's just a shooter.
It's exactly like Battlefront 2, where like
Battlefield,
like the
and
old
all
Battlefront 2.
I've
But-
never played it.
wait, is it really?
It's almost exactly the same thing, except they upgraded a lot more in the heroes versus villains, where you're not playing in just once like this one map, you're playing in several. But the thing that the old Battlefront 2 is better is like you get a lot more places to fight at, and
I feel like
the
this
story,
is better overall.
the I don't know,
The Battlefront 2, I remember
the
on
old
the
Battlefront
PSP,
2 is by far a lot better.
Yeah,
like
on the PSP, even though like the shooting mechanics on it were so whack.
but the
spent
thing about
hours.
the thing about the new Battlefront 2 is that like it had the potential to do
More.
to reach up to there,
Yeah.
but they decided like not to risk it for the biscuit, and they were just like, yeah.
I don't know.
And
how
now they're
that's a
releasing
risk,
this
though.
new Squadron one that like nobody asked for. If nobody played like the Starfighter mode where like you're on like those ships and you're fighting each other,
Yeah.
if they haven't played that on the Battlefront 2, what makes you think they're gonna play it on this one?
Dang.
I don't know.
Well, on the old Battlefront 2, those are some of the best fights. I like playing in space. So maybe if they
The
get
cool-
that feeling,
The
it
cool
might be
thing is that like you can get in one, you can get in a fighter and then go out there and fight, and then you can go into like inside the ship and like get out, probably fight someone in there and like get a new ship and like fight there.
And like I remember the old one. You could go into the enemy ship and sabotage
Mhm.
like the other jet fighters. Like that was awesome.
So it's just like a sort of like a team deathmatch type thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Kind of.
for sorts.
Yeah, it's like that. It's just with a lot of different mechanics, like in the game. Like for example, the hero thing. It's really cool. I like the hero thing. It's just
It got really technical. That's what I liked about Hero
I
vs.
didn't
Villains.
know that.
Like you have to learn how to dodge. You have to learn how like the amount of blocking you can do. Each character, each hero has like their own different abilities and what they can limit themselves to, and that it got like I said, it got a lot more technical, and it was
I
more
feel
fun
like
that way.
that's
That sounds
an
pretty cool.
improvement. That's an improvement over the old one because in the
That's
old
the
one,
only thing.
you'd
but
have
it-
Chewbacca just like soaking up damage. You don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
what the heck he was
But the
doing.
thing
and
about
killing
the
him with this.
the thing
with
about
his
the
gun.
other one that I liked better is that
The thing is so it's like a death match,
Yeah. If you do,
Same
if
exact question.
it's team game deathmatch.
But like, is there no like objective? That
Yeah,
have to get
there are
done?
There's some
Objectives in there.
objectives.
Do you do the
I feel like
objectives,
death
or-
You
match-
can do the
you can.
objectives. You don't have to.
No, well, I
They,
think
they
deathmatch
have
is
like game modes. They have
oversimplifying
game
it.
modes
What-
like
what
in,
ruined
in
it
Battlefield games. They have almost the same like game modes, just that with like a Star Wars twist.
It was the same thing as the. It's almost the same exact thing as the old.
Have you
Battlefield.
played the new ones?
I've seen gameplay. Like that's actually one that I've seen gameplay
What-
on. That's why I kind of don't agree that it's exactly like the old Battlefront 2. because
It's not exactly the same, but it was a helpful thing to them to be able to recreate again. But what ruined it first was they were releasing microtransactions.
I
Oh,
heard.
For
from the
Battlefront
beginning,
2.
yeah,
I heard they
remember that.
paused it for a while. Too.
No, they like completely like, all right, we're not doing this anymore. Like, if you want to upgrade your weapons and all that, you just have to like level up.
Because I remember
That's good.
when it first
Yeah, that's
released,
good.
it had the microtransactions. Then
But
they took it
stopped
away.
Yeah.
They stopped it, right?
And yeah, they stopped it completely.
That's good.
And
And,
then
it's still out, right?
No, they still
No.
do microtransactions. It was the loot boxes.
yeah, it was
the
loot boxes
in the
The
beginning.
one that they paused.
Yeah, that they took.
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
that's what I meant by like microtransactions.
yeah.
Loot boxes. Well, there's still
Micro.
There's
yeah,
still
there's still micro.
microtransactions.
Like, if you want like the skin, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But
Or-
it's not like a
Gameplay.
competitive advantage, right?
Huh?
It's not like a competitive advantage.
If you pay more,
Not. Well,
Or is
in
it
a
just
way,
cosmetic?
yeah. Huh?
Is it just cosmetic?
No, like there's like these cards that like you get
Power ups.
where like kind of like power ups, and
Yeah.
then if you want to make that power up even more, you just have to keep on playing, and you have to convert like these points that you get after each level up,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
Or you can just pay for them, right? And make
Exactly.
That's what it.
If you're too lazy, you can
Dang.
you can pay.
But
them.
I feel like that's okay. That's not as bad as loot boxes were.
yeah,
'Cause from
'cause
what
the
I heard,
loot-
the loot boxes were bad.
it was the loot boxes that was like ruining for them.
yeah.
But I
how do
mean,
you guys feel about microtransactions, just in general?
I just don't like them. I mean, if you, I mean, I don't mind them if it's just cosmetic. If it's just cosmetic, whatever. You want to look cooler, it's fine. But I
if-
mean, if you can pay for power,
That's where
it's
it draws
broken.
the line for
it's
you.
broken for me.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just different people. Like video games have become like more people can play them now, but there's just some people that don't want to grind to all the way to like level 99. If you just give them the opportunity to pay for XP and they just get there faster, I feel like that's okay because at the end of the day they're all still on the same level playing field. They just got there faster.
I feel like for me,
Oh, you're talking more about like level boosts.
Yeah.
Level boost is
It's
fine
different.
because you're still all on the same level.
Oh, like
But I'm
giving a
talking about like
competitive
if you
advantage.
pay more to have like a competitive advantage over the everybody else, then
okay.
it's broken.
like better gear and such.
Like better gear.
Where's a game where you would say that's really prevalent? Because I can't think of one off the top of my head, except for mobile.
I mean, that's where it all started. That's where it all started.
Yeah, but like, do y'all think of any big one right now? Like, it's like on the PC. That's
I
the
would
thing?
say maybe.
I would say. I mean, it's more visible in MMOs.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Wait,
I'm just
what?
kidding.
Among Us, fix your game.
No, that game's pretty fun.
It's pretty fun. But I would say it's more visible in MMOs.
Okay.
It's MMOs because it's massive multiplayer.
That is true.
Nah.
Anthem
In
had a big
MMOs,
problem
it's a lot
because
more
of that.
common.
Yeah, and I think Anthem had a big problem.
I never played Anthem. I can't say. But like, so in World of Warcraft, is that a thing you can pay to get? Because if that's the case, I might actually play it. I just
mean,
don't got the time to do what you guys did.
World of Warcraft, the reason why it's still like crazy big is because they haven't gone to that extent. You can
Okay.
pay for level boosts.
Yeah,
You can pay for cosmetics,
but not like weapons.
skins, but you can't buy like gear.
And the world is
Oh.
pretty cool.
And plus,
Yeah.
World of Warcraft is so cool, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear about the lore in it. I want it. I want to play it. It's just
Dude,
like,
read
I
about the
think
lore, bro.
people tell me about the grind, and I'm like, oh god,
Okay.
I just don't got that time.
Yeah. So with that, I think going along with that, how do you guys feel about microtransactions where you can buy just like coins or like in-game currency, and then I mean you just buy like a buttload of it, and then go and buy like top tier gear.
Didn't you guys do that in Clash of Clans?
I did that.
Wait, what? No, Clash of Clans is super grindy, but I come from like a game called Rise of Kingdoms, where I'm not kidding you guys, where I would sink like about $100 a week into it.
Oh my god, dude!
Right? And compared to Clash of Clans, in Clash of Clans you can grind to get to the top. You honestly can. But if you want to pay for the shortcut to get to like Town Hall 11 or something, it's not that bad. And there's no such thing as loot. I mean, as not loot.
Give me the
like
loot.
gear or something like that, right?
I mean gear. It's different in every game.
Yeah, it's different in every.
So like for Clash of Clans, like the gear would be like you're
like
your
higher level
camp,
walls and
that, like
stuff like
leveling up your walls, leveling up your attack cannons
But
and all that.
everybody can level up their walls, though.
Yeah,
Pay
but
to
the-
win and free to play.
But the thing is, if you pay for it, how do you feel about? I mean,
I don't care.
I keep
'Cause
losing.
I have the opportunity to get to that point if I grind enough.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you feel about taking that shortcut?
The thing is,
I don't feel
where
bad
do you?
about
The
it.
thing is, this is the
Where do you
age-
draw the line?
Yeah, this is where do you draw the line? Like this is the age-old question. Where do you draw the line?
I don't feel bad about it. I
So
honestly don't.
so where
So
are
you actually support microtransactions?
I support them to a certain extent.
To those who need it.
Yeah.
For example, like me, if we were to playing a co-op multiplayer game where like all of you guys are like have all your maxed out gear,
Yeah.
and I need to catch up to you guys, then I would need the microtransactions to get there,
Heck
or
yeah.
else I would have to spend like
That makes
countless
sense.
hours grinding just to barely make it to like
And not
your
to mention
shoes
the-
that you're
thing
wearing.
is-
the shoes that you wear. Not to mention the types of gamers that are coming into the gaming now. There's people that like they're not used to sinking 8 hours, into a video game. Sometimes they only got like an hour a day. They're not gonna have the time to get to the point where you are at. And if they can put in a little bit of money to get to that point, I don't think it's bad as long as
I personally don't
doesn't
mind
get it
if
better.
they can pay just for level boost.
yeah. Well, or
If
even
it's just level boost,
or
but
cosmetic.
but the thing is, like, level boosts. In every game, a level boost is different.
yeah.
So like let's say a single player game like Assassin's Creed, Odyssey and Origins.
well, if it's a single player game, it doesn't matter.
yeah,
what do you mean?
Because
What do
it's
you
just
mean?
you.
it's your world.
It's your
it
world.
doesn't affect
Oh,
anybody
okay.
else.
that's super
it's
dangerous.
more a problem in like the community based games like MMOs.
True.
Where you're playing
guess-
against other people.
I guess for you, it's just like if you're trying to go for like a more competitive, that's really unfair. In a way.
Yeah.
hmm
But the competitiveness, I feel, should be up to your skill and not money. And if money helps you
But
get
when
to
you
at
add
least some
money,
level
that's
footing.
where it corrupts it.
Because
Yeah.
the reason it was a really big problem in like the first Destiny and Anthem especially is because you could get like you would buy a ton of in-game currency and buy just a ton of loot boxes, hoping to get the best gear
But you could also get that gear by like
by just
grinding.
playing the game.
Yeah,
So do you think that's fine?
yeah.
No.
I think that's fine.
No.
Because in the end, the gear
What
is not what's gonna
what
get
Destiny
you.
does is like you
Good.
can buy the gear, and then you have to grind for the stuff that you need to upgrade it.
Yeah, like
That's
if you
what-
guys-
Even then.
And there's every single game has different mechanics. Like I wouldn't mind that.
What?
To be honest, like being able to buy the weapon as long as that weapon is not behind a paywall. And that's why I feel like it's
That
dangerous
is
to
the
say
paywall.
That's why loot boxes were put in place because you can't buy the weapon directly.
You can't buy it directly. You can buy it indirectly.
Yeah.
But then you feel like you get cheated on if
Yeah.
you spend like $50 on like loot boxes and
And your weapon doesn't come out.
Yeah, but
So you have to spend an extra 50.
in that case,
And then your weapon still doesn't come out, bro.
wait, but in
Might
that
as well
case,
just sell me the game. Might
Fix
as well
your
just sell me
game.
might as well just sell me this gun for $300.
and it'd be funny if like at the end of like the season or whatever you get it, and then the next season is free.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh my god.
if that's the case, then that wouldn't be the players that are grinding. Like, if that's not their problem. It's the people that are paying. That's their problem, right? I mean, because like you
it's
can
the
choose
problem-
to not play that. Not you can choose to play and not pay for that loot box.
Well, that's why they took it out.
yeah.
That's why the random loot boxes are like kind of like they're out now. And I think
because of
everybody has come to
gambling.
the agreement that that sucks.
Overwatch is still
But
okay
still,
with it.
It doesn't make it better for you to
Because-
buy the weapon directly.
Because what Overwatch does
But
with the loot boxes is like you can pay for it, and then once you open the loot boxes, if it comes out with something that you already have, what it does is it converts it to like currency on the game.
Fix your game.
Fix
I don't-
your
I
game.
don't feel honestly
Fix your game.
I don't care. I love Overwatch. No,
Wait,
I'm
so,
just
like-
kidding. I don't love Overwatch that
But
much
like,
anymore.
going back to Destiny, in that game, you can get all the weapons that are inside the loot box by just gameplay, right?
There's no loot boxes.
Or
Oh wait,
you
in a way there is, but
That's why it's whack.
What
That's why I
the
don't
heck?
play it. Fix your game.
but it's not using like actual money. It's like if you
In-game
beat a
currency?
level, you get like these little boxes or like these little like
loot box.
cube things. You go to this dude and he decrypts it for you, and then whatever comes out of it is like yours.
Can you pay for them?
Yeah.
That
There we go. There we go.
that currency that you get. Can you buy that currency?
No.
Okay, then
No,
I
no,
think
no.
that's fine. I just, for me, I
There-
know I sunk some money into Clash of Clans, and it's a game I don't even play anymore. But it was buying the currency, man. That's where it got me.
Like the
Because-
gold and all that stuff.
yeah, like
Well-
buying the gold. I mean,
And
because
the
you would,
gems.
yeah. So you would have to buy the gems
buy
first.
gold?
No, well,
Why?
yeah.
That's actually a really bad way to go about it.
That's just a bad way of playing Clash of Clans.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dang, I don't even do
ripped
that.
off. Brother done ripped you off.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
They
never
did.
pay for gold.
You
No,
never
what-
you never want to pay directly like straight gold.
You know what?
The gems, yeah. Gems
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would buy gems so that
So you
I
can
could
buy
get the gold.
gold.
That's what I would do.
No.
Because you can't buy gold like with money.
Yeah.
No, you buy the gems.
I think you can.
No,
Let
I
me
think
check.
you can.
No, you buy the gems and then the gems.
There's specials that
I'm
let you
looking at the
buy
shop.
gold, but not. I don't think you can pay them with
Oh,
money.
right.
Anyways, like for Clash of Clans, I feel
gay.
like that's a good monetization system.
I
It's
hate
not
it.
bad.
I hate it.
I don't feel it's egregious. I think like a good example would be per se like Rise of Kingdoms. Let me just explain this game a little bit,
Alright,
okay?
Explain this game.
Okay,
Let me explain
so
this game.
You can
Explain
pay.
this game
You
to
can
me.
pay for gold by using your gems.
Yeah.
And if you want more gold, you need more gems. And to get more gems,
You
you
need to
need,
pay for
money.
But
Yeah.
the thing about that in Clash of Clans is you can just get the gold by gameplay. There's walkthroughs on YouTube which just tells you which armies to make. Anyways, that's Clash of Clans, and I feel
You have
that's
to be
okay.
good at the game, dude. Like for me, I'm just
not
trying to get
really.
by.
Just watch YouTube. But anyways, let me tell you guys about Rise of Kingdoms.
All right,
okay?
tell me about Rise of Kingdoms.
So this game, and this is a horrible way to monetize things, right? And
Okay.
you can tell it's bad because their main company is from China. So and this is where those practices are mostly coming from. But in Rise of Kingdoms, basically for you to stay competitive, like to be in the top 50 in your kingdom, you have to minimum spend at least $100 a week, or else you're not gonna be able to stay competitive.
Are they? Is that game like time gated, just like Clash of
No,
Clans?
it's not time gated at all. In fact, you can get to the top level for your castle, right? The problem is whenever you get into gameplay, and this is why I feel it's bad, because whenever monetization comes into gameplay, that's the problem. Because in the gameplay, you make soldiers, right, which cost you resources,
Yeah.
and whenever you go into battle against different kingdoms, your soldiers die. And they die by like thousands. And so you have to either
Buy them.
basically buy the resources to train more soldiers, and those soldiers are behind like a time, and you can pay to skip that time. And so
they double dip.
They double dip.
Oh my
for you
God,
to
dude.
even be
Oh my
competitive.
God.
For you to even be competitive.
Get
to
that
you to go
trash
to battle,
game out of here.
I didn't want to hear
Rise of
about this game.
Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Fix your game.
Fix your
That's it.
game.
Yeah.
Fix your game.
So like,
Fix your game,
So,
right?
like, to
Dude,
the
we
point
should
where-
do a new segment called "Fix Your Game."
that's a good
Write it
segment.
down. Write
Right,
that down.
right, right.
Fix your game.
Fix your game.
So that's the point I'm trying
Spider-Man
to make.
remaster. Fix your game
Ah,
again.
that's a good game. But anyways, that's the point I'm trying to make. It's like whenever you have to pay to even play your game, to play the game, the way it's
Especially if they double dip.
yeah, especially if they double dip. If you have to pay twice, it just sucks. So if you have to pay to enter into battle in Destiny, I feel that's the problem. That would be a problem. Like that's the Rise of Kingdoms in a nutshell. For you to even get into the main meat and potatoes of that situation, of that game. And so Destiny, I feel like if you can buy a weapon that lets you be on equal footing with other people that have grinded, it's not too much of a problem when I've seen worse monetization systems.
Well, the thing is, Destiny is an MMO, while Rise of Kingdom is a mobile game.
Kinda.
well, like I say,
MMOs are supposed to be grindy.
Yeah,
I
would say Destiny is a small
scale.
scale MMO. Like the world is not so huge.
But it is
Yeah,
grindy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a grindy game.
Yeah.
But what if the grindy section is not fun for some people?
Then don't play the game.
Yeah,
Then the
don't.
game is just
Don't
not for
play
Yeah,
you.
then
What-
the game is not for you.
What if they just want to start fighting, at the same level that everybody else is, because that is fun to them. Because at the end of this, what video games are.
Then
You
work
wanna
up
you wanna
to
have
it.
fun.
Then, like,
Yeah,
and
then work towards it. It's
But-
not fair for the people who actually busted their butt just for somebody else to come in and be like, yeah, I could do the same thing. All I gotta do is pay like a 1K.
But I feel that that's a difference, because the people that
Ooh,
have busted their
1K.
butt are just gonna be naturally better at the game than the person that bought everything, right?
Exactly, and
But,
that's
like,
the way
look,
the game
but
is
this
meant to be played.
But this is the question. Where do you draw the line? The people who bust their butt are still working towards that end goal, when somebody who's new just bought their way to the top. So now they have weapons that can beat
And now
the
they
people
have
who are still
100K followers on Twitch.
But
working. Yeah.
But the point that I'm saying is, like, for the people that grinded it, that they probably had fun along the way.
It's not fun.
Right? You guys are just like trying to
No, dude.
carry towards this one demographic. When we're talking about video games, they're much wider appealing.
Well, that's why we're talking about a specific niche of a game.
Like
But
a
that's why I say
limit.
it's okay. That's why I say it's definitely fine to do that now,
What?
especially nowadays.
Pay to win?
It's not even winning, to be honest.
It
'cause
is.
you're-
Yeah.
Yes,
you're
it
on
is.
You're on equal terms as the other people.
No, it's
No,
not.
you're not.
Oh my god.
Not anymore. Not
Not
whenever
anymore.
like one person put in hours upon hours upon hours into a game when you just bought it, and then 10 minutes later are like rating, like boss rating.
But then you got to also think that it's a
Dungeon
video game.
crawling.
There's a whole community behind it. That's what the developers probably need to make the game good and better for people that are going through the grind. It's a whole
But
community behind that.
but
thing.
there's too many games that don't have microtransactions like that still have good funding. Like, I mean, a great example would be like Witcher 3 or even the Dark Souls
But
games.
those are single player.
But those are
games.
single player games.
Ah, true. Dang.
That's single player.
Dang.
We're
man.
talking this mainly applies, or really only applies to
With MMOs.
Multiplayer
Wait,
or MMOs.
games.
I kind of disagree, because like in single player games, this is where I was like, in single player games, there's this thing that's getting kind of dangerous, especially that when I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey recently,
What?
because there are specific weapons that you can only buy.
Well,
with
to
the
me
real
that
money.
doesn't
But
matter
that-
because it's
because
you're
it's
by
not a-
yourself.
The reason why that
But I want those weapons.
No.
like it
Well,
wants.
then
It
buy
makes me
them.
want to
the-
spend
there's-
$10
what
extra.
he's talking about is more like, because single player is like, it doesn't matter because it's just you.
It's just you
Whatever
and the
happens,
world.
it only affects you.
Yeah.
What he's talking about when it's multiplayer is like, for example, someone is struggling to go through like this certain level or this certain place because they choose to grind it, versus someone that just paid $5 to like per se like skip it.
But what's the problem if the end place is the same? You're still going to the same
thing is,
place.
it doesn't. There's no for multiplayer game. There's no end for multiplayer games.
There's really no end.
There's no end.
So you're saying in Destiny 2 you can keep on continuing to level up that weapon all the way to like infinity, or
If you want to, or you can find something else to.
But then you have
it gets better.
expansions. The expansions come with more, with higher quality weapons and stuff.
But there's always going to be like a level cap, right? That you can do to your weapon.
There's going to be a level cap. Everybody will be, say, level 100. But then what separates you is gear.
But if you can get that gear from gameplay?
If you can get that gear from gameplay, that's how you want it. But you don't want to get that gear through just buying it.
I feel like I'd buy it, man. Because I don't.
Oh my
God! I feel like I would.
You know how
EA!
many,
I don't have as much
you know how many
time.
people
EA
like
fixed your game.
you know how many people
You clipped it too hard.
EA.
yeah, it's something happened.
Something happened.
It's still getting us, but something happened.
This thing.
Israel.
I don't know what happened actually.
I think it's still getting us, but like it's
I
still
don't know
happening.
what's going on.
But like
You clipped it too hard, bro.
Test.
It's sent it too hard.
you triggered
EA,
him.
fix your game.
You triggered him to the max. No,
I
but
don't know what's going on.
really, what's wrong with that is because you're wasting actual money on this.
It's not fair for the people who actually spend the time to do
Yeah.
Why
it.
isn't it fair?
Because
Because
choose
they
to
bust
do
their
that.
butt.
Yeah. And the other guy chose to bust his butt at work to pay to get to that place.
Everybody else
Still
busts their
busting
butt
of
at work,
butts.
bro.
They're still
Everybody
busting a
else has
butt.
to bust their butt
Yeah,
at
but
work
they're
too.
probably spending it on something else.
But it's like the game is meant for you to bust your butt.
Yeah, the game is
Yeah.
meant.
Obviously, it's not meant to if the developers themselves are.
What's the point of
No,
having-
they're just greedy.
And
That's
that's
what's
what
called
we're saying. It's
greed, bro.
wrong. That's what we're saying.
There's
That it's
true
wrong.
greed, and then
This
there's
is
like.
this is
And
what
especially if they double did.
this is what's wrong. You can't, or not really accusing you of anything, but like what you're trying to say is like the destination's more important than the journey. Because what's the point of paying for all this stuff if you're just like
sit down.
if you're
Israel, fix your game.
You'll fix your game.
you're
bro.
pretty much ignoring like the fundamentals of the gameplay and all that.
Well,
If
what
you're just paying to like pretty much like
from what
kinda
you guys
breeze
are telling
through it or
me,
skip
the
it.
destination is the journey, because you guys are saying that's end game, right? That's where you're gonna spend the most of your time competitively. So
Yeah.
isn't the destination itself the journey?
To get competitive, yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, to get competitive is the end. I mean, it's not the end
because
goal,
for
but
me
it is.
for me what ends is the story mode, and then once
Well,
the story
for
mode is
you.
done, if I want to choose to grind more, then yeah. If I want to choose to spend money, it's a waste.
I mean, that's a viewpoint that you have, but like you got to think about it. Like that's honestly becoming a more minor viewpoint as time goes
However, what I would find
No,
most
actually, the players are they're everybody's fighting for.
by. No, I mean, players are more vocal.
No.
They always will be more vocal.
Well-
but what talks louder?
I feel like
Money does.
I feel like-
Players, because
No.
then the players could just be like, "Nah, I'm not
I
gonna
feel
play
like
your game,"
it's more unfair.
and then they get no money.
no, I
But the
feel like
people that
it's
want to
more
play that
unfair.
game and pay the money, they're gonna pay it.
I
That's
mean,
the
they're
thing.
gonna pay it, but I mean, their game is gonna be dead.
What I think it's more unfair.
They're gonna be paying for a dead game.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be dead if there's people paying for it. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You guys need people that pay to win, or not even pay to win, to pay to get to that level for your game to stay at least relative. Because if you guys are just gonna grind it without paying a single thing, you're not gonna help the
No,
developers
but that's why
provide.
that's why
like,
there's that.
patches.
That's
and
why they.
updates
That's
and
why
all that.
they currently have that
Wow.
somewhat middle ground where you can just pay for cosmetics, you can just pay for skins, you can just pay for stuff
and,
that
and
don't
people
really,
love that.
and people
love that.
actually love that.
To a certain degree, though. Like I feel like
Nah,
the people
dude.
that you guys are talking about that are
That's
that
like
buy a
everybody.
cosmetic skin.
That's almost everybody.
Yeah, but who's gonna pay for more cosmetics? It's the people that pay more to get to that level.
I would pay
'Cause
for
they have the money.
cosmetic, depending
I
on
would
which
pay for
one.
cosmetics, but just not level boost.
That's
I
what
don't know.
that's what I like about Overwatch. It's more about the cosmetic than the leveling up. Because to level up, you have to play it.
I mean, in certain games, that's fine. If they choose to not do it that way, that's perfectly fine. They're maybe getting their funding from someplace else, but I mean, there has to be a reason why Destiny and these other places have to do it this way. It's because it's just not viable. it's not viable for them to create this much content, right, and updates without people paying for it.
That's true.
It's just not viable at all. And like at the end of the day, you need these companies to come out with video games to have fun in the first place. So,
Yeah, but
I guess.
I don't know, but literally like 99.9% of the player base
I think it's
agree with
yeah.
what I'm saying.
well,
And so and they're very vocal. That's why they've come up with that middle ground of, okay, we're just going to do microtransactions, but only cosmetic.
And that works.
And that works.
I
And
mean,
that's where we're currently
it's certain
standing right
games
now.
it'll work, I'm guessing, like in Overwatch. But why isn't it working in Destiny if that's still an option?
I don't know
De-
about Destiny.
Destiny, it doesn't really affect like the leveling up when you're doing microtransactions. Microtransactions in that game is like if you want to get like a cooler ship, you want to get like an ornament for your weapon. It's more about cosmetics as well.
Yeah.
And,
So
but there is a loophole on how you can get stuff through your like money currency to like upgrade your gear. But not many people really do that because they prefer grinding over it.
Yeah, and I mean, for those people, good on them. But, well, anyways, I guess I just see things this way because, like, I
think
I see the business behind the video game and what you need to keep that video game alive.
so you're one of those greedy people, aren't you?
No, I mean, 'cause, like, for real, like think about
so
it. For me,
you like a kingdom of whatever to double dip on you.
no, because you
Why?
guys are saying like Destiny is the same thing as Rise of Kingdoms. No, but let me tell you this:
You pay
whenever
them
the
to spit on your
gameplay
face.
came on in Rise of Kingdoms, there's a reason why I was dropping $100 in the game because whenever you get into that game, it's just so good.
No,
Like I'm telling you, for a moment, I loved it. But whenever you're competitive in it, but like I say, I don't think the monetization in that game is fair.
I think
But
I think
feel
I'm just
other
really
monetization
stingy
is
with
fine.
my money
Yeah.
that I can't picture myself spending $100 on a mobile game.
$100
Yeah,
a week.
I'm not even a mobile gamer.
Yeah.
so-
Brawlhalla's one thing, but like
Like, dude, I'm telling you, there's entire YouTube channels dedicated just to this game. It's so big. Like, that's how big it is. Like, it's played all over the world.
I can't do
I
that.
made a bunch of Muslim friends. I was in their Discord for some weird reason. I didn't tell them my real name because otherwise they'd hate me. But,
They're like,
they just
Israel?
they just called me MIQ's here. I'm like, oh, MIQ. They called me like their one of their whales. Because like my kingdom was one of the most competitive ones, but like that's besides the point. What I'm trying to get is like there's games like Destiny 2, and I can't really think another one off the top of my head that like
Well,
I
I
feel
mean-
like their monetization systems are not as bad. They're nowhere near as bad as Rise of Kingdoms.
I feel like y'all guys
Yeah,
should just play
that's
the game.
because the player base, you know, speaks
Yeah, we don't
out.
really understand Destiny, do we?
Huh?
We don't really understand Destiny. Do
I
we?
mean, in a way, y'all guys do kind of get it, but like, the game is fun. I just want people to play it.
No, I hear that it has a huge player base.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, for me, the reason why I think it's necessary to have people pay for that is like, I take for instance like one of my greatest like I wish more people would have gotten into Fire Emblem 3 Houses because the DLC that we got sucked. But because of the people that got into it, like yeah, they're gamers, they're great gamers and everything, but they didn't want to pay for more. And I think it's that mentality that just lets the developers think, okay,
I
we're
would.
not gonna get sufficient
money.
well, they
income from this, so
didn't
we're not
pay for
gonna
more.
risk it.
They didn't pay for more from Fire Emblem because, like you said,
I think
it's not. It wasn't a good.
I feel like it has to depend
DLC.
on.
But the DLC was great for me. I loved it.
Oh, for you loved it, but
I
other
loved
people
it.
didn't.
But I mean, other people just they're like how Nimbus says. I just can't picture paying more for
It's
a game
because
that I already.
it
paid.
it
But
depends.
that's the thing with that mentality.
It
The
depends.
developers won't develop
No,
more.
because it
I
depends.
mean, but that's a different thing. That's DLC. That's extra content.
yeah.
If it's extra content, then sure.
And
Let's
would
pay
you
for it.
rather
The
pay
thing-
for that DLC or pay a bill? It also depends on how much money a person has.
Yeah, but like I said, for the people that have the ability to pay extra because they love
But
the
that's
gameplay.
but you're talking
and
about
everything.
extra content though. If it's extra content, then
But
sure,
and-
let's
and
pay.
to a point like that DLC that Fire Emblem had, Three
Yeah.
Houses, it affected endgame gameplay.
Did it really though?
Yeah.
Because I thought it would happen like after a story mode. That's usually what happens with
Yeah,
DLCs.
no.
But isn't Fire Emblem
because
single player?
It unlocks
It
like
is.
different. It unlocks different classes for like to fight. You know, like the class system that they have in Fire Emblem. They had some classes that are really cool that can use both magic and swords, right, or spears at the same time, locked behind this DLC, and they made the game funner, way more fun. but because, and I feel like it could have been to a better degree, but people just didn't want to pay for that DLC. They just did it, even though it was good in my opinion. And most people agree. The people, like the reviewers, they all say that it was a pretty good DLC. It just could have used more support, but because they didn't get financial backing, they didn't go for it. And I feel that's the mentality behind every business.
Do you think the Fire Emblem franchise is dying?
Wait a second. Before we get into any more topics, how much time are we at?
True.
We're about to hit 2 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I think this is a good cutoff point.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have our stance on.
We'll talk about the Fire Emblem at the Switch episode.
Yeah, I think definitely we can get into.
But honestly, look, if the player base for what's the name again? Fire Emblem didn't want to pay for extra content on a single player game, then I guess they're not truly fans of the franchise.
That's what I'm saying. But I am. And for people that love that DLC that wanted it to continue and paid for it, I feel like I got robbed. Well, not robbed. I feel like because of the other people. Because they didn't want to pay for it. That's exactly how I feel like about, I feel like that carries because it's just a business model to other games.
It is a business model, but we're talking extra content here. We're not talking about
that is true.
Level boost or gear progression and stuff like that. And on top of that, the single player game.
Skip levels of the
that
season
content
pass.
like gear boosts, right? If it doesn't give you like a competitive advantage in game, and it just makes you feel better, like how the DLC for me for Fire Emblem made me feel a whole lot better about the game. Like I feel like it's worth it to pay that money, dude, because the developers put that there for a reason because they need help too.
I think it's getting the
That's
static.
why they have cosmetics.
But not all games have cosmetics.
Not all games have cosmetics. But we're talking about multiplayer.
I think it was getting the static the whole time.
Was it getting static?
No, it's because for a moment it was like loud.
Yeah, but you're talking about a single player game, and I'm talking about multiplayer games.
But I think that we can continue this conversation in another podcast. This is the Lizard Lounge podcast, everybody. Yeah. If you enjoyed it, if you liked it, then please like and subscribe. This is gonna be on all platforms, so
all platforms available.
It's available on all platforms. And join us next week as well. Whenever we dive into more microtransaction talk and Nintendo and Switch and everything.
Fix your game, bro.
Fix your game.
I feel like we presented our viewpoints clearly, like all of us did. It was. I feel like you guys take it as you will. If y'all want to flame me in the comment section for advocating for pay to win.
Fix his game.
Pay to win, I say in parentheses, or the other side, go ahead and comment. We want to interact with you guys. So, yeah, definitely. Until next time.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.